What up, Need to Know family? Episode 246 is right on the way, all right? But first, you know what we want to do, right? We want to shout out our friends at Underdog Fantasy. What up, y'all?
We love our folks over at Underdog Fantasy, and you can use our promo code NEEDTOKNOW, and they will give you a deposit matchup of up to $100. So you could put in any amount of money that you want. They're going to match it up to $100, but you have to use our promo code NEEDTOKNOW.
Yes, indeed. But before we get into this episode, I need y'all to do us one thing and one thing only. Press pause right now, okay?
Yeah.
I know you got the fast forward, you got the 15 seconds backwards, all that. Please press pause right now. Make sure y'all download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code, like Reggie said, Need to Know, for a 100% deposit match, okay? Now, let's tap into the episode. Peace out, y'all.
What's up with people getting older and just not announcing their birthdays anymore? Because, you know...
I don't know. That is a thing.
Not everyone remembers everyone's birthday, right?
Yeah.
It's a certain way you got to tease that your birthday's on the way. Right, Pierre?
I just don't like the ISO. The ISO is crazy.
Like the attention?
Yeah. Like keeping everything on like myself is mad uncomfortable.
Have you always been like that your whole life?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he's just not a big birthday guy.
He lying. He used to play football. He wanted to be in them big... he wanted to be Tom Brady. He lying.
Well, for the listeners,
He
it's
love the big
Pierre's
moments.
birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, vocals. Okay, vocals.
He's a Pisces king.
I heard that.
Wait. I'd be remiss though.
Okay.
We can't start off with my birthday yet.
Why not?
You guys forget, I also share birthdays with Rihanna, the queen.
Okay.
So we got to salute Rihanna first.
SaVon figure shit. He's supposed to be part of the
Salute
Navy.
to Rihanna. Salute to Pierre. The fact that you share your birthday with Rihanna, I'm uncomfortable.
I'm saying, and I met
That's
her kind of
strange.
before.
That's strange.
She winked at me.
You met Rihanna?
Yeah, she winked
So
at
we got two people in this room that met Rihanna?
Yeah, me and Reggie.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad at that.
I'm the second one for the
Pierre,
non-YouTube
talk to
users.
me.
Shout out to you, man. Happy
thank you.
birthday. Normally, honestly, even when it's one of our birthdays, we don't even start with that shit. Like, we really fuck with you in a real way.
Yeah.
So thank you. You should also announce your birthday because I get a sense, and all of us Need to Know family, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. But we all have a friend that, you know, sometimes you got to read the room for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, you love your friend. And like, Pierre, that's my man. I love that kid. Like, I love...
You got to be their eyes and ears.
You know, like, sometimes you just got to be the eyes. Sometimes you got to be the ears. Sometimes you really got to understand who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
The good brother, Alex, is very attentive.
Yeah.
I would almost go as far to say, if Alex didn't put in the group chat that it was your birthday, I would not have known it was your birthday. I would not have gone on Instagram.
You don't have to say that.
No, that's a fact.
Why are you telling on yourself?
No.
No, because I'm not a bullshit
shit.
friend. Yeah, I'm not like,
It's
I
men
gotta
shit.
keep it
That's
real.
true.
I gotta keep it real. Like,
Women do a very good job of remembering birthdays. For men, if we don't see that shit on Instagram, it ain't your birthday.
They're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
and like, we meet on Tuesdays, so that's an easy out for him to say, hey guys, it's my birthday. Like, I won't be here, or I will. Like, whatever. Long story short,
Couldn't do it.
when I say like, because Pierre's also the type.
Yeah.
Had we not said anything to him,
Oh my God.
he might have internalized it.
To be honest, I definitely would have.
That's not fair. That is not
make sense.
fair.
It doesn't make sense at all. I don't know why.
Okay, no, but he doesn't say anything, and then like, they forgot my birthday.
You gotta
Like,
know
you
your
can't-
friends. You have to know your friends.
No. Let me say, if you genuinely don't care about your birthday, then like you can't be mad if people forget it though. Like,
Nah, like I would have eventually gotten over it, but I'm also the type. I'm weird. I'm different.
oh my, he would have been mad at us if we forgot it.
for like a
That's
hot
why I had
second.
to thank Alex. So Alex, shout out to you. Like
Got
for this year, we've been talking about MVPs.
Yeah.
Reggie's been the MVP.
Yeah.
You had a move today with putting Pierre's birthday in the chat.
Okay.
That put you in the ranks. I'm 3 right now. I'll
We
take
could be
3.
co-
I'll take 3 or
co-MVP
4.
co-MVPs.
Co-MVPs. However
You
y'all
know,
want to do
96
it.
babies.
But
Thank you for the flowers, but you know that's what HR does. You know,
Yeah,
HR.
You really are giving HR.
Yeah, thank you. Right, Pierre? What
Here's
does
a little
HR
calendar.
trying to tell you? What does HR do? We schedule things. We look at
Raise morale.
Yeah, we raise morale.
Keep everything copacetic.
We check old documents from when people originated. You know, when they originally came on the podcast.
this is true.
You know,
Quick PSA. Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah.
Nah, go for it.
I was gonna say quick PSA to the listeners out there. If you could guess my age, I'll have SaVon and Alex sing you a melody while Reggie plays the piano.
No.
Okay, fine.
For real.
She said, "Okay, fine. I bet."
But are you gonna be offended if they say like really wild answers?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you do have a friend and or if you are the friend that cares about your birthday, like, let it be known.
I was just gonna
let it be known. Just say it. That's
I was just gonna bring that up now because I'm like, I do care about my birthday. But then again, I will remind you 3 months in advance, every single day. I am that friend. And I can't help it. It's because my parents always made me feel like my birthday was the most important day of the year. So that's why I'm like this. Like, I can't help it. So my birthday is April 28th, guys. Everybody mark your calendars. Thank you.
Birthdays, I'll say it again. Birthdays are for girls and are for women.
That's
oh my God. Now men can't like birthdays. I hate you guys.
No, because women get a lot. I'm going to keep my birthday, though. Women get like they get Valentine's Day.
Nah, I felt that.
You're
they get the
like
anniversary.
A big birthday
I'm
guy.
really not. I'm not.
But you do things yourself. But you do celebrate it.
Yeah. But I can't give that up.
You can even put like a remix to it, Pierre. Like, damn, yo, my birthday's in like 4 days.
like a subtle announcement.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. I don't like that because
why not?
That's what we call a trap nigga.
What you mean?
A nigga that will trap you into being a bad friend.
Yeah, just own up to it.
We record every single Tuesday, same day, same time. He knew his birthday was this day.
Actually, I didn't realize
he knew his birthday was on a Tuesday. He knew he was going to see us on his birthday or not. I almost said in the chat, hey, Pierre, you know, like, it's your birthday. If you got plans, if you don't want to be here, of course, like, go do your thing. We all have that liberty. We all take that freedom on our birthdays to be like, yo, I'm not going to come to work today. Like, if that's what he wanted to do, cool. By all means, do it. His plan was to look us in the face.
It's test us.
His plan was to come to this motherfucking studio. And I don't want to just keep it on Pierre. I want everybody to look in the mirror right now. If you are that friend, change, my brother.
Are
you this person?
Oh, my sister.
Don't change.
Just change. Because you don't need to be that. Don't test your friends.
Nah, you got to test your friends.
It's
healthy.
That's not healthy because I don't know your birthday. That's
No,
not healthy.
no. But if you want to test us, but don't be passive aggressive about it. You have to come in here like, y'all forgot my birthday?
Okay.
And be aggressive about it. Yeah.
Talk to him.
And then we'll feel really bad.
That's one of the things I got to change about myself. I internalize.
I have a person in my life that keeps the birthdays of everyone they deem important in their calendar.
I like that.
And I'm like, damn, yo. Like,
I do that. Not for everybody, though. But for most people.
Get out of here.
I try. I forget some people. Sorry.
What sucks is when you date somebody and then you stop dating them, but their birthday's still in your calendar.
You don't know how to delete shit?
It just be popping up. That shit just be popping up. It sneaks up on you.
Even after you delete it, right?
Yeah. Every like mid-July. You're like, wait,
do you hit
what
him
the
up?
fuck is it? No, you don't hit him up.
Okay. No, I'm talking about you in particular.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I look like I hit it? Like, do I look like that type
Nah,
of person?
I'll hit you. Like, if we fell out. Nah, yeah, if we fell out.
For a birthday? No.
Really?
What if
You mean.
You don't have
You a
to.
mean ass nigga.
What if you
don't
left on
have
good
to.
terms?
You a mean ass nigga.
If we fell out, we don't have to tell everybody happy birthday.
Nah, I wish I was in you. I could say what's up.
Oh my goodness.
You say what's up to everybody you was in?
If their birthday come around, I mean, if we don't got no beef, like the least I could do, it's like common courtesy for real.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
We got different
cakes
definitions.
and candles to our man.
Common
Pierre.
courtesy.
Yeah.
And Rihanna. Thank you.
And Rihanna.
Yeah, shout out to Pierre, man. Shout
But
out to you.
we're gonna keep it on birthdays and I also would like to usher in a new segment at the top of our episodes. It's called "Why Do You Hate Me?" Last week was SaVon saying to Alex, "Why do you hate us, Alex?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Pressing him because he didn't party with us and shake his tail feather.
Yeah.
This week, I realized we just talked about how much I love my birthday.
This we know.
And these guys have known me for 3 years now. They know how much I love my birthday.
Yeah.
The week after we first recorded for the first time was my birthday party. And we partied our asses off. Pierre was out of town. I remember that. Yeah. But this year,
Yeah, clear the throat, yo.
SaVon forgot to mark my birthday on his calendar because I was telling him I was very excited. It's my golden birthday, you know. It's very special to me, extra special. I go hard for my birthday every year, but this year's extra hard. No pause. And I was like, oh, SaVon, clear this weekend because I'm going to have a birthday bash. And he was like, oh, sorry, I can't go. I'm doing the Spartan race.
Motherfucker doing the Trojan race on your birthday.
On my special day, SaVon.
He been knowing this for how many years now?
Why do you hate me?
You know what else is crazy, Reggie?
Yes.
He hit me up.
I try to recruit.
make matters worse.
I try to recruit niggas on your birthday. I try to recruit him, Alex, Kieran.
Yeah. I said no, Reggie.
Okay.
Reggie, just know I said no.
Thank
I'm
you.
snitching.
Us April babies stick together.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm snitching.
I said yes.
So that's pretty crazy, SaVon.
I don't hate you.
You're not even like a big like Spartan race guy.
It's my first one. I can't be a big Spartan race guy. It's my first time
It's not
doing
like an annual important thing that you chose to be.
I did.
committed to something else on my birthday.
I did.
You couldn't pick another Spartan race? You couldn't pick another date? They wasn't Spartan on another date?
You know what? So how real you want to be today? 1 to 10. How real do you want to be?
10.
10?
Yes.
Last year,
Oh, you about to get real.
Because you know I always... Alex, it's me. Come on.
Shit.
Last year...
This nigga is crazy.
We didn't get invited to Reggie's birthday events.
Okay, no, you think you got me, but you didn't.
What? Wait, hold
no,
up.
no, no. I did an all-girls, girly little brunch thing. No boys allowed.
You did say that.
Okay.
You did
That's
say
why
that.
it's not like I
That's
didn't
true.
invite you guys.
I thought that was the theme for your life.
No boy.
What?
She has a man.
I thought it was an all-girls theme
This
for
is
your
not
whole
working.
life. So every birthday, I didn't anticipate.
No. This defense is not landing. No.
You sure?
You need a
I don't
stronger
have an
lawyer.
all-girls life.
SaVon, you need a stronger lawyer, man.
But I don't know, guys. Put in the comments what we should do. Should SaVon cancel the Spartan race? Should I sabotage the Spartan race so I could have him at my birthday party?
You gotta crash.
Should I cancel my birthday? How do we?
No, I'll be
How
there.
do we solve this?
I'll be there. Because honestly, what better way to celebrate completing a 5K Spartan race than getting drunk with your friends?
Aw.
And honestly, like, that's the thing. God don't be playing. He knew. He knew I needed that.
Glad you know.
He knew I needed an open bar after pushing my body through some shit I ain't never been through before. He knew exactly what I needed. So I'll be there. I'm gonna make both things happen.
Okay, now that we've had our laugh, this bit of mine is over because on some real, like, literally, God knows I'm telling the truth. If you really couldn't make it to my birthday, I would not be mad. I swear, like, on everything. If you were tired, I'll be like, oh, he's tired.
Yeah, she said she's not gonna miss your presence.
I'm like joking. Like, I don't care if, like, SaVon misses my birthday.
But I'm not gonna do that.
Aww.
Because you sacrificed enough. You allowed me to joke on you every single week.
Reggie,
Yes.
you on too
I
quick.
gave your boyfriend a nickname.
Yes.
Yeah, you,
Yes, you did.
Reggie, you on too quick. He don't even know how tired this Spartan race finna make him. Okay, don't just all so quickly, Reggie.
Okay,
all right?
we'll see. We'll see.
But
We'll
you know I
see.
do C4.
And that's your problem.
You know
now.
I do C4.
You fucking drinking.
You know I do C4 Monster.
And that's your problem.
I will.
Your body gonna shut down.
Yes, I was trying to find the words. Yeah.
All right.
It'll shut down after her party.
Motherfucker drinking Reese's C4. You
After
better stop
her
drinking that
Ew.
shit, man.
As long as I make it, I might get a hotel
Wait, you
in
gonna
whatever
take- hold on.
area her shit is in.
Hold on, wait.
What up?
You're gonna use pre-workout before you do the Spartan race?
For sure. How you think I'm gonna get off the ropes?
I feel like I feel like I'm gonna make him crash.
He gonna have to learn one way or
Bro,
another.
y'all don't understand
You
the
gonna
type
fall
of...
off the rope. You ever seen Wipeout?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This inspired me to go. I wanted to be on Wipeout when I was younger, so I said I'm gonna do this Spartan race to like emulate Wipeout. I don't give a fuck.
You gonna fall off that? You know where they get to they bounce on them balls. That's where you gonna
Bounce
fall
right
at.
off.
Word.
That's where you gonna bounce. Yeah, you gonna bounce right off.
That's what he doing.
What you gonna do? This a ladder challenge?
What it look like? Alex?
I'm not pausing nothing in 2024. Now
Show
what?
us again what it look like. How is it gonna?
You know they just be.
Bouncing.
You ever seen the basketball dribble?
I can't wait. Can they record the Spartan races?
Oh, don't worry. I'll be there. With 8K footage.
No.
Okay.
Don't you even?
I'm gonna have the GoPro on.
I'm
trailing
trying.
him just
Oh.
Yeah, I invited Pierre. Pierre signed up. He's locked in.
Yeah.
So this is a done deal.
I'm
We'll be
excited.
there. And then we're gonna go celebrate Reggie. What
Guys.
better way? Again, you gotta know your friends, fellas. Ladies, you gotta know your friends. I know that when I walked in today, Pierre was gonna stare me in my soul and say nothing about his birthday. And then sabotage our footage the next 3 weeks.
Like, yo, I
And
don't know
say,
what
yo, I
happened,
was late, yo. Shorty cut the Wi-Fi off for me. Like,
Yo, I forgot how to edit.
your wife is lovely. She would never do
Nigga.
anything like that
Nah,
to you.
like, nigga,
But
she loves
we didn't
you.
remember your birthday, so now Shorty got the Wi-Fi. I get it,
Right.
Pierre. And then you also got to know Reggie. Reggie, as much as lovely as she is, she cares about her birthday.
Yeah,
Very much so.
SaVon, you better be at her birthday.
You talking
So I
third
get
person?
Yeah.
he reminded himself.
Yeah.
That episode, it'll be the first week of May, guys. That is gonna be the best recap episode ever.
I
Because
believe
we have
it.
to talk about the Spartan race. If he made it to
Oh,
the
man.
birthday, like it's gonna be lit.
I'll be there.
And I'm gonna
I'll
have
be
the
there.
footage. I'm gonna have the footage. I'm gonna sell the footage. So hit my line. You want the footage on the low?
Or
I'll be there.
patreon.com/need-to-know.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. But with all of that being said, if you made it this far in the podcast, I go by the name SaVon.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy A, as always. The Paco Bone Poppy. I'm never alone. I'm always with the posse. Hello.
Posse.
Hello, I'm Regi. I feel very blessed to be here. We have a extra special episode for you guys today, and I mean it this time. I say that every week, but I mean it this time.
Do you ever not feel blessed to be here?
Absolutely not. Wait.
Good answer.
Wait, how do the double negatives are fucking me up. I always feel blessed to be here. Yes.
See, that's the mind of a journalist. They can't
Facts.
process nonsense.
Or how you did that?
Because you were like, do you ever feel not blessed? And I was like, not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. You guys know what I mean.
So before we get into like the topics and everything, I do just want to talk to my people. So last week, and I'll say this: we have like a sheet that we like to go off and how we like to navigate the podcast.
The docket.
Yeah, we have like a small little docket.
Yeah, we got one.
And there's certain things that I like to keep to myself because I just want to make sure I keep everybody on their toes.
You want to surprise us?
Yeah.
No, I know.
Surprise. Like, oh shit! Hey, let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Pierre, I actually will need you to get right back on your microphone as soon as you can because this actually pertains to you a little bit. So last week, Regi, you had left because we all know the treacherous commute that you have just to make it to this podcast. Salute to you. Thank you. That is why I will be at your fucking birthday because of the commute that you do. But we had a conversation last week and I proposed an idea. And I feel like we need to do an on-air vote because, you know, sometimes all of us have the power to just overrule things. Like if I want to edit out or if Alex wants to edit out, if any of us say, hey, this is coming out, it comes out. Yeah. There's no voting system. There's no question. It's just this is coming the fuck out. I don't like how it was represented. I don't like how this sounds. It's coming out.
Right.
But I think Pierre had an amazing idea last week.
And it's not Spartan races.
It's not Spartan races. It might have been me. I don't know. I'm actually, fuck, Pierre, you got mad love. I'm going to take credit. Okay. I may have had an amazing idea last week. And Regi, I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You being the first lady of the podcast, you being an integral part of it, being a friend, paying attention the way that you do. If I have a slight eyebrow hair that's going opposite in the way which is supposed to, you would notice things like that because that's the type of friend that you are.
She's great.
Wait, what? I have no idea where this is going.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. I believe as a podcast.
As a podcast. Not as a person, but as a podcast.
As a collective. I'm glad you pointed. As a collective podcast, we should do an episode with no hats.
Why you ain't been do it?
I said we, as a collective podcast, we had a conversation last week.
Now you speak French. Hold
on.
We should just take the hats off.
Go crazy.
At some point.
What does this have to do with me?
So
it's a voting.
Pierre,
go for it.
So this is how it originated. And I'll give a piece of it, and then you guys can finish the rest.
Yo, Pierre, God.
So after we filmed last week, we were all in the studio having a conversation. And I said to myself, I was like, you know, I always wondered why anytime SaVon spoke about him being bald, why Alex didn't, you know, kind of back him up. And the reason why I thought that is because this whole time, so I've been with the pod, since 2019? Winter of 2019?
Yeah.
Or 2018?
You've been here for a while.
For a while.
Yeah.
Until last week, I always thought Alex was bald.
This is such a funny conversation.
Because I've never seen him without his hat on. So I'm like, all right, he's bald.
Nah, and then I told Pierre, I'm like, yeah, when SaVon goes into all that self-deprecation.
The bald trauma.
Is it self-deprecation or is it honesty?
No, it's
am I just like,
you got a line on your shit, man.
Am I comfortable with my reality?
Which
is I was going bald at 24.
Oh shit, you just went to
and
therapy.
I didn't feel good about myself.
Okay.
Now that I'm 30, I've crossed the threshold of being comfortable in baldness.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck anymore. But there was a time where I cared.
Okay.
That's fair. I'll say this though.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah. It does make sense.
It makes sense. But there's also a thing called style.
Bald at 23 is crazy. For any man. Like being forced to go bald. Now again, I understand there's some medical conditions. Maybe I didn't get diagnosed with the right medical conditions. I'm sorry. I am not. I know people who suffer from alopecia.
Yeah,
I do.
That's a real thing.
I do too, yeah.
And I feel horrible for those people. But for the niggas who just got fucked up genetics and hairlines like me,
wait, were you really going bald or you just weren't satisfied with your hairline? Because we talked about how SaVon is a very all or nothing person.
Yeah, extremist.
So were you really going bald or were you just like, fuck this and just shaved your head with it?
This hairline was all or nothing.
Oh my God.
This motherfucker was all or nothing.
Why did you say that?
If I ain't got all my shit, I ain't got nothing. So it had to go, bro. It had to go.
Whenever I FaceTime SaVon, so mind you, during the week, I only see SaVon here at the pod, usually, right?
Yeah, usually.
Whenever I FaceTime him and he doesn't have the hat on, it's like I'm seeing a whole new person.
Like a new
so
nigga.
It always throws me off. And he's not like entirely bald though. You SaVon, you're not entirely bald.
That's why I don't let him.
I'm not Mr. Clean bald.
That's why I don't let him get that off.
I'm like Nori bald.
Like when you can't, that's not bald. That's a one.
No, but that nigga, if you see Nori, he's bald.
No. This is my.
You don't say he has hair.
Nah, like my uncles are bald. Like like it's just clean.
But like no hair.
Like there's no pigment. There are no hair follicles.
But it's like skin.
There's just skin. There's not a line there.
You got to understand, for you to get to just skin, that age is required. So by the time I'm 40, I will probably be just skin.
But you can't say that you bald now.
But I'm bald. I can't, bro.
He's bald by choice now. He shaves his head.
No. I ain't got no choice.
That's fly.
If I went to the barber and said, yo, I want the fade.
You can't get a fade?
He's gonna fade my whole head.
Wait, can I ask a really... I'm sorry. I just have to ask this. It's a very invasive question. I'm sorry. We cut it out. Do you have to shave your head yourself?
He used to, but he got a barber now. He got a nigga that line him up now.
I do both. It depends on the occasion.
Like, do you do it, or like, do you just do it?
I just do it.
Just do it?
Wait, but that's very convenient because you don't have to pay for it.
It's not convenient, bro. I gotta shave my head every 3 days.
Damn, really?
SaVon came up to me one day and was like, yo.
But at least you don't have to pay for it.
I don't. That is
your hair grows back then if you shave it every 3 days.
Right. But it don't grow back in full. It's like a chia pet if you only watered half the head, nigga. It's like a Dr. Phil chia pet. So it grow, but it don't like grow the way it's supposed to.
A chia pet is crazy. I'm not going to laugh on this self-deprecation, man.
It's the truth. It's not something. It's honesty. That's the problem with niggas today. Niggas be trying to hold on to things. Don't hold on.
No. It's not about... No. It's not a thing about holding on to things. It's how you view yourself, right? Like you just broke down to me how if you are skin, if there's just skin on your head, that's technically bald, right?
Yeah.
And that's not your case. So then you're lying to yourself. Granted, like you said, when you get to 40, sure, it might just be skin. Cool. Oh my God.
Because you got to understand, sometimes you get to a point where it's the tweener. It's called the tweener.
In between.
You're the tweener stage where you still got somewhat of a hairline.
Right.
Your hair still grows to a certain degree. Yeah. But if you grow it past a certain level, people are going to know that the what is it called? Male baldness hair pattern? What the fuck is that called? No, not alopecia.
Male pattern baldness.
There we go. Male pattern baldness is in effect. You're going to notice it if you keep it at a certain height. So you almost are forced to keep it cut low before you go completely like Mr. Clean.
Yeah, but
this is a science I've been through.
But you don't say all of that. You just say I'm bald.
Okay, wait. Okay, no, I get SaVon because
I see where you're coming from.
Every time he talks about his baldness is not self-deprecating because let's say I had like big ass feet, which I don't, so we could just like joke about it. Like, let's say I had huge feet. Every time I talk about it, I'm not like self-deprecating. I'm just talking about my big ass feet. Like, you know,
it
like,
is what it is.
Yeah, like it's just I'm just talking about it.
That's fair, but there's another side of that. The other side is people might want to just keep repeating it to make themselves feel...
to overcompensate.
To make themselves feel like, I'm going to beat you to the punch. And it's like, whoa, you fly, man.
I don't think SaVon's at that now. I feel like it's genuinely funny to him. Like, we're just... it's like a joke.
Yeah, by now he don't get it.
Y'all see me with my... Like, y'all know. Y'all my people. Y'all see me without my hat.
Yeah, we take meetings. He lets the baldy out. Yeah. It's very, it's an intimate experience with our crew.
And be getting them. Women like SaVon.
Yes.
I know y'all laughing right now. You should stop. Women like SaVon.
I think they do.
I would know.
I think they do. So I hope so.
Look, real quick. I got the camera on you, SaVon.
Okay.
Here's how we could test this out, right?
Talk to me. I'm right here with you.
So take the hat off, right? And then we could have the viewers determine whether or not you have a baldy.
Don't let the viewers speak for you, Say.
No. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm so like aware. I know where my hairline, my shit start right here, right now, right? So I could give you a little glimpse. So it might be a little something right here. Boom.
Yeah, your shit right there.
No, your hairline is normal. Like it's right here. It's right here.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be here, but it's here.
No.
Right?
You ain't.
But listen,
it looks normal to me.
You never heard of Baron Davis?
But listen, if I were to take
my dog, keep that. All right.
It grow. You know, who's a good?
You got the
Baron Davis.
SaVon got the Carlos Boozer.
Yeah, I shouldn't have this.
This is a wild segment.
I shouldn't have. So again, I just proposed, Reggie. I wanted to bring it to you because I feel like
this has nothing to do with me. You guys, men on the pod, do whatever you want.
Yeah. What about for style though? For me, like this shit has become like my dude, like my.
It's like your look.
That's not your shit now. That's not your style now.
I feel. So,
or do you feel like you want to get away from it? Maybe that's what it is.
It's not. No,
you don't want to get away from that style.
The hat for me is a pacifier.
Yo, this nigga is crazy.
You ever had a pacifier when you was baby? No, for real. Do you know the purpose of a pacifier?
Yes, to comfort you.
That's all a hat is for me.
And they all got big teeth now. I see y'all.
Like the hat for me is a pacifier. What's your pacifier? Is the hat?
Condoms.
Do we share the same one? Wait, what? And you say it's me.
I don't know where this
And
is
you
going.
say it's me all the time.
Well, that's a good analogy. It's like a safety blanket.
And you suck it.
It's a layer of protection.
Some people suck it.
Wow, that was a really good
That's a bad
comparison.
Yo, Alex, you gotta get out of here.
I'm sorry, man. All right.
I hate that shit comfort, huh?
I love that shit, yo.
Vote down in the comments, and we'll have SaVon have to do the rest of the season with the baldy out.
Hey.
I'll do an episode with
And
the baldy
Alex.
up.
Hey.
Alex isn't taking his hat off. I
Yeah,
think
this is my steez for
you
real.
gotta.
Alex is not going to do something
That
that
I
we
don't
tell him
wanna
to.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm
that's
like
my
that
thing.
too. Like, you're not
Yeah.
going to tell me to take my hat off. Like,
How about
In
for
2
Brent?
months, though, I might just do it randomly just because y'all ain't say
Ooh.
nothing.
But if
Yes.
you do it, let's do it
On your
together.
own terms. On your
you
own
gotta do
terms.
shit your hair. You gotta do shit on your
Own
own
terms.
Because what happens if we both do it, then it takes away some of the oomph.
Yeah.
The
But
oomph.
if only one of us do it, it's gonna be mad obvious.
There's a quote out there that says, "Pain shared is half."
If we
I don't
both,
want his pain.
bro, if we both do it together, you gotta
SaVon.
think about that.
That'd be
wouldn't
kind of
give you-
cute. That'd be cute.
I wouldn't give you my pain. Pause.
Aw.
Wait, I said I'm not
Whoa.
pausing this shit. I said I'm not pausing this shit. Now what?
Pardon the
Yeah,
laugh.
true.
Like, you can't say give a nigga pain because
My fault. My fault. Not my fault.
me and my
fault, my
family, we refer to sex as pain.
My fault.
So like, yo, you pain some shit lately? Means like, yo,
Me and my people refer to that as cannabis. Yo, you got some pain? Yeah.
This is unhinged.
look at our group, like, look at our social circles. The word pain got mad different.
Several meanings. Several meanings.
I love us.
Nah, honestly.
I genuinely love us. Where do we begin? Now that I know that we're never gonna do an episode without our hats on,
Now your shit coming.
which is kind of crazy. I've done episodes without my hat on before.
Yeah.
you have.
We just haven't had as many people following us at the time. And that's
the
fine. And
difference.
I don't really,
Got you.
I'm not on social media like enough without
Really?
my hat. No,
You
I'll
feel
do
like-
it once in a while. When I'm really, like when the baldy is really
in that
glistening.
mode.
Yeah, when it's glazed,
You stupid.
I'll throw something on my social media.
When it's glazed.
No, I remember. I feel like this is fair game for me to bring up because SaVon posted on a story. He posted him like outside, like without a hat on, and it was like snowing outside.
You did that when it was
You
cold.
I did that.
No,
don't
and then
remember.
the DM. Remember?
Oh,
I'm gonna just fucking say it. I'm gonna say it. Can I say it?
yes, of course.
There was a random listener who was like, "Yo, I don't mean to be rude, but when you're bald outside, SaVon, is there ever steam that comes off your head when it's cold outside?"
Like that's not funny. Fuck out of here.
It is funny, Alex.
But look what you remember about. I'm telling you, maybe we do a GoFundMe.
For what?
Trying to take people money.
For the Turkish
You
hair
trying to take
transplant?
people money.
They could pay us to do some shit without our head. Yo, Pierre, I ain't gonna lie, you getting up there, bro.
For the Tory. No, my hairline pushed back. Not
I
pushed
didn't
back.
say
My
to see you.
corners.
I said
You
nothing
telling
to
on
the
yourself.
corners
Look, you
going
telling on yourself. I just say you getting up there, bro.
We all the same.
And I'll give you this.
You
I'll
see
give
how you
this.
pushing your self-deprecation to P? P, I never even saw what you was just talking about. You
All
was
I
talking
said
about
was,
your age.
It's his birthday.
See, you see that?
He's another year older.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all I said.
Yeah.
He came out.
Yes.
But that's how I know a man that's comfortable within himself. So, fellas,
Yeah, man.
please be comfortable with you.
Facts.
There is nothing worse. I promise you. And maybe this is just from my lens, right? Because, you know, I notice bad hairlines. I don't know how people with good hairlines notice other people.
So
Like, do y'all notice
like-
people with good hairlines, or do you notice
Facts.
the niggas who got the fucked up hairline?
I watch more.
I don't have that luxury.
I watch more ass than anything. I'm sorry.
You watch more ass.
You don't.
Yeah, like in terms of like people's body parts and shit.
Be looking at.
I guess
all
it's like
ass.
what you care about.
This
Yeah.
nigga just said ass.
Oh, he
All right,
generalized
women
it.
ass.
Listen,
The fuck?
everybody's-
Okay,
Y'all, y'all knew that.
I don't know.
Nah,
you
you
just
said
said.
everybody.
I'm talking about hairlines, and you
Oh.
said ass.
Nah, it's a body.
He's saying,
He said
like, what do you
everybody's-
notice first? No, but it's
Yeah,
what
you
you care
notice
about
first,
because
yeah.
we have a sneakerhead in the room.
Yes,
you
we
know?
do. Yes,
She
indeed.
noticed, like, she walked in, she noticed everybody's footwear.
Yeah, she does.
So
Nah, she ain't noticed my shit. Hold on.
You came late.
Nah.
You came
she
late.
compliments Alex's sneakers and everything.
Yeah. Nah,
But yeah, it's like what you care about.
SaVon pulled up in them limited edition Nike slides.
And with the white socks,
yeah.
You know, it's fucked up.
never change.
I got a pair of sneakers in the car,
He's like, fuck it.
but I never wore them, and I was like, I don't feel like breaking them in for the pod.
Yo.
You guys heard it here first. He doesn't think you're
Yo,
important
would
enough,
they have
guys.
fly-
Had I known,
Yo.
like the queen of sneakers was gonna be here, I might have took them out.
Shout out to Jaggy.
But I didn't know. Shout out to Jackie for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we got mad shit to talk about this
This nigga's
weekend.
crazy.
Where do y'all want? Oh, I know where we begin.
What's up?
There's so many places.
Honestly, there's not many opportunities where we can just look to our right and say, Regi, lead.
No,
Wherever Regi wants to go.
actually, there are a ton of opportunities.
We just don't take them
But
enough.
yeah, but today is a mean fast break. Regi on the right.
So wherever she wants to go is where we go.
Okay. So, guys, there's a lot of interesting stories in the news this week.
Yeah.
And the reason why... Okay, I'll talk about the biggest one first. The reason why the guys kicked it to me is because for the past, I would say, 5 or 6 years, I have been the president of Bodega Hive. Now, what is Bodega Hive, you ask? It is Desus and Mero's podcast, and we have formed a fandom, a very unbreakable fandom. Think about the Beehive, it's that, I will compare it to that. And, they had their split, I think it was 2022, and then my world came shattering down. And then we recapped it on the pod. That clip is actually, fun fact, one of our most viewed clips. Yeah. And now there's an update. Mr. Joe Budden went on Carmelo Anthony and Mero's podcast.
Shout out to
7
Joe.
p.m. in Brooklyn.
That's our
And
guy.
I heard it was a phenomenal episode.
It really was.
Perfect fit.
It was.
And, we've all contemplated. We even broke it down, like I said, in 2022. We gave our thoughts. Everybody has been contemplating what happened with Desus and Mero's split. And basically, this is the first time Mero really talked about it in this way, in this light, like this unfiltered. So just a quick summary. You guys can watch it. I implore you guys to watch the actual episodes because I can't say everything that he said. But
I do have the clip. If you want me to play the clip, and then we can.
It's like a really long clip. You want to play it?
I know where to start. I got you.
Okay.
Girl, we do this. I got you.
Leave it to Joe, right?
Facts.
To get that out of them, yeah.
It was just so messy, yo. This nigga Joe.
But the topic was professional breakup.
It was.
I was very much so aiming for
And this is Mero.
ownership,
Okay.
being a production company.
Entrepreneurship.
Right. You know what I mean? Like owning your IP, because that's life or death in media.
Mm.
If you own your shit, you're good. It's just like, if you know that, you go into it with a certain approach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I need longevity. I need ownership. You know what I mean? Like, we developed this shit out the mud. So this is us. We own this. We're not selling this to nobody. The key word here is licensing. I'll license this shit to you for a term, 2 years, whatever, or 1 and 1. But selling your IP, bro, selling your name.
That's your soul.
You had a very poignant statement where you were like, it seems like they're preparing Desus for Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's part 1. I want you to comment on that, and then I'll continue that clip.
So, I think a lot of people were assuming what happened. We even said it before. A lot of people have said it on the internet. They were just saying, hey, maybe they were just at different points in their lives, and that's where this all stemmed from. And before that clip that SaVon said, Mero said that word for word. He was like, we were just at different points in our lives. And he was preaching about ownership. That is something that Mero was not going to budge on. He's like, I want to own my name. I want to own this Desus and Mero shit, this likeness forever. I'm not giving that up. And he was insinuating basically that Desus was not kind of on the same page in that. And Desus wanted something different. And with the Hollywood comment, they were kind of preparing Desus for Hollywood. The reason why they say that is because Desus is hosting these late night shows. He's really up there. He's on late night TV. And so I don't know, I feel like we all kind of knew, I don't know if any of us were surprised with this explanation. We were kind of assuming it had to be something like this. This is why they broke up. But I just realized no explanation will ever be enough. For us real fans, we hear this, we hear Mero saying this. He wasn't saying anything bad about Desus. I don't think anything bad about Desus or Mero, but it's we hear it from their mouths and it's I don't know. I'm still not satisfied. This is so nothing will ever be enough unless they drop the reunion pod.
So, as a friend or a member of the Bodega Hive, what would be a sufficient answer to their split?
I think just them both saying that, and I don't know if they've said it before. Maybe they haven't. I missed it. But they were just them saying hey, we don't want it to be this way, and we want to fix it. I feel that's when the Bodega Hive will be fully just okay again.
Yeah.
But yeah, hearing Mero talk about it, it's good to have some answers. He really went into specifics about it, but I don't know, it's just it still hurts. I get that it's just business and it's hard for people to stay on the same page. And they've been doing, when he said they got out the mud, they really did. They met on Twitter, grinded for years, just had to be straight up funny, no writers, no nothing, Viceland show. And then boom, just difference of I'm sorry, and just one last point is the immediate thing that I thought about when I heard Mero's part was I just want to hear Desus' side because we're only hearing one side. And not that I have favorites, I really don't, but we heard Mero's side. Desus, why is he saying this about you? I just want to hear his side.
Has Desus not spoke about it?
I don't think so. Not to like this. Like,
You would know.
Maybe they have had like very PR answers, like, hey, differences, and we had to just end the show. But there was nothing like saying like this is what happened.
Yeah.
So
as a long time listener, did it bother you knowing that they met on Twitter?
Why does that bother me?
Well, you're right. As a fan, you just like the content that gets put out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I'll rephrase it a little bit. Did it surprise you to figure out and realize that they maybe weren't as close as they were, and they were going through certain
they
things?
weren't like childhood friends or anything. Yeah,
Right.
they grew up in they went to school together at one point. No, I don't know if it was school, but they had mutual friends at one point because they were both from the Bronx. They followed each other on Twitter when Twitter was like the Wild Wild West, and then they just kept like hearing about each other, and they were just basically put together for content's sake, and then boom, like people loved it and they really like took off. It was complex first, but I mean, I don't know. That was because you're saying like you would think that they were like childhood friends type shit.
That's how it kind of looked.
Yeah. No, they weren't like childhood friends. Yeah.
So that was just a big shock to me.
But the crazy thing is, so even if they aren't childhood friends, right? Like a lot of people look at Alex and I like we grew up together, childhood, elementary school. We didn't. We met in college, and we've been rocking out ever since. But I think one of the biggest things is respect, right? And I'm not gonna say they don't respect each other.
Nah, they don't. It's all right.
You don't think so?
You can just say that shit.
You don't think they respect?
Nah.
I don't know.
They
I don't know.
respect each other.
Maybe not.
They respect
It
each
comes
other.
off like that.
Maybe at their core, they still do respect each other, but front facing, they're still talking about each other.
I know
like
what it is. They respect what they've done together.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they respect each other. You're right.
As people.
My God. Balance.
My
God.
I get it. Maybe they don't respect each other.
And not for nothing. Not one of them looked like they name. You know how many years it took me to realize which one was Desus and which one was Mero?
You thought Desus was Mero and Mero was Desus?
This whole fucking...
You know what? That's a good ass point.
Because
none of them looks like their name.
Yeah, Mero is the Dominican one.
Jesus.
And so, Jesus. Like you would
I thought that nigga was Desus.
I thought that nigga was Desus.
I can see that shit.
You feel what I'm saying? That shit fucked my head up. But in the clips that I've seen, because the two of them have spoken about the breakup since, right?
Yeah.
And I have to appreciate, let me get this right, Mero's. That's the one I do with Mello, right?
Yes.
The one that's speaking, yeah.
We all learning together today. It's a Need to Know podcast.
No, you're learning by yourself.
Everybody knew
Because
that?
I know who's
We all
who.
watched the clip.
I mean, Regi, you by default, you always knew that you always knew their name?
I didn't
by
know
face?
Not always. Nah, I ain't
That's
know.
what I'm trying to tell you.
But once I got tapped in, I knew I never made a mistake again.
I will say this, they were super talented together.
Super, still are. Even
And-
without each other, they're talented.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe one of them.
Nah, don't do that. They was both talented. They're both talented. I don't know what you ain't put a bullet on it, so I'm gonna just go both.
I'm not Bodega Hive, so I could pick a side.
Okay.
Reggie, I won't ask her to pick a side.
You have a side in
because
this?
from based on what I know, based on what I hear,
Yeah.
and let me not say what I know, based on what I hear, yeah, I'm rolling with Mero. But he's also been more vocal
about it. That's
So-
what I'm
That's
trying
what
to
I
get
just
into.
maybe
I
even
just-
by default, I'm rolling with Mero.
I just
But
want to hear
you know, I fuck
what
with Dominicans.
Yeah, I
That's
just
my
want
niggas. Those are my niggas uptown.
And
You feel
Jesus
me?
is Jamaican.
Shout out
I
to
just
them
want to
too.
That ain't
hear.
Jamaican.
I just want to hear Jesus' side. Like it's
Yeah.
like we haven't even heard him like defend himself because we're only hearing like, oh, I didn't want to sell our name, and Jesus, like he's insinuating like Jesus wasn't on the same page. But it's like I just want to know his reason. Like I don't want to count him out yet.
And
like,
that's why it's kind of easier to maybe believe in Mero. How
Yeah.
long has it been? Almost 2 years, right? You said 2022?
Yeah, damn, I didn't. Yeah,
It's 2024 right now as we're recording this. And we still haven't even heard, me personally, I'll speak for myself, I haven't even heard jokes from Desus' end on why they broke up. Not even a tweet about it, no sort of interview. Granted, it's very clear that they both had different visions of how their futures would go,
For sure.
right? Recently, we're seeing Desus do, I think it's the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of late night stuff.
yeah. He said in the clip, they were,
Hollywood.
quote unquote.
Hollywood.
It seemed like they were prepping him for Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
like that's a narrative. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a narrative.
He's had a few commercials too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could see someone that is trying to go into Hollywood completely shoot down any ideas from the other party that, you know, is a little bit more bodega vibe, right?
Mhm.
A little
more
bit,
like
a little bit more
independent.
independent for the
Yeah.
people, right? I could definitely see a rift growing between the two of them, right? Because the person that want to go to Hollywood, we heard what Cal Williams said, not the booty stuff, but just to go to Hollywood, it comes with certain things. It comes with certain sacrifices. Now, granted, there's not time to get conspiracy theory. I'm not saying he, you know, anyone was sacrificed here or anything like that. But it's just certain things that you have to let go of your past to be able to welcome the new crowd.
Oh,
of
like
things.
shed that part of your identity.
Shed that
type
part
shit?
of you to be ready for Hollywood, different opportunities.
Well, I will say this, right? So
Yeah.
on Twitter, y'all know I'm like king of Reddit, right?
Yes.
I need to stay with that. Is not good for your mental health. But I went on Reddit.
Yeah.
And there was a tweet that Desus had liked maybe a day or two after that interview aired. And the person, her name is Gabrielle A. Perry, MPH. So whoever she is, shout out to you. But she made a comment on Mero's response, right? And she said, the story that made the rounds when this originally happened was old boy who used to help produce the podcast was a friend of the pod from both of theirs way back. And he was harassing women and being awful in general to Showtime employees. Mero refused to abandon him while Desus knew better. So that's what Desus liked on his Twitter/X account.
Wait, let me see.
You know what's funny?
Did he actually like that?
Yeah.
I do remember when they originally broke up that they were mentioning
that was definitely like a
person.
story that was going around.
Yeah.
And that's like I'm just very like I feel like that's at most it's like a rumor right now. I don't know of any like official reporting, but I've definitely heard that bad times.
But
Maybe
if
it's
he
true.
liked
Maybe
it,
it's true.
isn't that a cosign?
That's why I asked. I was like, did he really like that or
Like if somebody said, yo, Reggie's a bitch ass nigga and I liked it,
oh my God.
oh, it's over.
people's gonna be like, wait, oh, he might feel this
Beefing.
way.
I'm never coming back.
You know, like it's just so a like is also a cosign in some capacity,
So
right?
you think Mero was capping when he said, "Yo, we're in two different places in life"?
I think they were. They were. I think we could all like we even said
the
it last
reason
time.
why.
I feel like they definitely were. I feel like everybody could see that they were in different places. Mero's married, kids, 2 mortgages, but it's like I don't know. You could be in different places, but I don't think that's the only reason why the split happened, which is what everyone's trying to figure out.
Right. Like he had mentioned on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Mello and Joe that I think it was DraftKings had presented them with an advertisement opportunity. And this is before, you know, we're underdog over here. You got your what's the name over there? You got your all these new sports things, right?
Yeah.
They were probably one of the first ones to get that on their table. And I could see a dude that knows he got to get a check for his family wanting to bring DraftKings onto the show.
Yeah.
And how that could be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know about sports, because that's kind of what he was insinuating in the episode. Like, hey, DraftKings came to us, and this guy didn't even know what an over or under was. He didn't know what plus 500 meant. So maybe internally, Desus didn't feel comfortable.
See, when he said that, and I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And the only reason, and you could 100% be correct.
Right.
The only reason why I mention it is because when I heard him explain that, I thought he was talking about the world didn't know what an over under was.
Oh, you talking about him?
He was talking about these.
Talking
Okay,
about
all
him.
right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I interpreted it as we as a society didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
like basically Mero saying like, yo, this opportunity is crazy. Like, let's take it. And then Desus kind of didn't see the vision of that big big contract.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But again, we go back to bald niggas, right? Like, you gotta be wary of niggas. Because the only
Desus is
reason,
bald.
This nigga's crazy.
put it like this: Desus is bald.
He's
The
bald.
only reason he took his hat off is because he was on like linear television.
You trying to go Hollywood?
He never voluntarily said, "Yo, my nigga, here you go." I am willing to come on this podcast and literally say, "Yo, here I go," because I'm me.
And this is not linear.
I don't know how he was giving it up, but
Yeah.
I do want to play a second portion of that clip just to get a little bit more context to see where Mero goes.
And I heard that and I was just like, bro, you know what's crazy? No. Like the next level of Hollywood is the 3 of us, Desus, Victor, myself, sitting down with Judd Apatow and saying, yo, we're gonna do a movie.
So Victor is the manager that the lady
Was
said,
referring
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Right? And then the movie gets written and he's like, I ain't really feeling this shit. When I know in the business mind, it's like, yo, when you do a movie with this guy, you're not just doing a movie with this guy. This dude is like a kingmaker.
So just to give a little bit of context, Drew, you want us to go something? You want to say something? Go.
Okay.
Your bodega hive.
Okay, no, you go context first.
I was just gonna say the person he was referring to created not just this movie, like Step Brothers,
Right.
Damn.
right? Step Brothers and other rom-coms and comedian,
Legendary
like
movies.
he, like again, a Kingmaker. Like when you hear Kingmaker, that's who he's referring to.
That's
Okay.
a cult classic.
And then Mero saying they had an opportunity to make a movie like with their likeness and this legendary filmmaker, and basically he's like, Desus was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. So okay, I get that sounds crazy, right?
Crazy.
It does sound crazy.
Crazy.
But I just want to hear Desus' side, because like what was the script that he probably was like, I mean, I don't know if this is the direction for us, guys. Like, and okay, I'm sorry, this might sound silly. But in the Cheetah Girls, everybody wanted to sign to the record label.
I ain't catch that one.
And Galleria was the only one that was like, guys, no, we cannot sign to this fucking record label. They want to watch us out, pop music only. And maybe it's that, yes. And
who's
then
Galleria? Like
she's Raven Simone in the movie. She was like, and she believed, no, we have to stay the Cheetah Girls. No, we're not going to sign. And maybe it's that kind of. I'm just trying to see the other side of it. I'm not defending Desus, but I'm like, I just want to know the reason why he said no to this script. Like, he has his own side too. What if it was not
Tasha was
good?
trying to sign?
Huh?
Tasha was trying to
Everybody
sign?
else. Wait, what?
Wait, you knew their names?
Tasha.
Nigga, Tasha from Power was the Cheetah Girl. She was trying to sign the deal.
That's
wrong
not
group.
wrong
Cheetah Girls.
With
Tasha
Raven
was in the
Simone.
Cheetah Girls.
With Raven Simone.
Tasha wasn't in Cheetah Girls?
No, you're thinking of the group with
3LW?
Adrian Bale. Yes, but that's not the.
Yeah,
We're keeping all that in there.
You're thinking about 3LW.
But wait, but half of 3LW was in Cheetah Girls, no?
Okay, yes,
It was Adrian Bale.
Tasha was not in Cheetah Girls.
Oh, I forgot they did that to the dark skin girl. That's crazy.
You see?
Oh my goodness.
You
gracious.
see how they do
racism,
people?
bro.
You see how they do people?
That's crazy.
I think
that's why Tasha had to get it back in blood. But continue.
Oh my god.
They did it. I didn't do that shit.
We were
What
both
the
like,
fuck?
Tasha.
I know Tasha, bro.
What the fuck?
I associated the Cheetah Girls with Tasha.
We see like where your brain went. We see.
Yeah, I did that.
But yeah, I mean, probably turning down a script was probably crazy. I know that, but there's always two sides. Okay.
Yeah, but I feel
Bodega Hive, don't be mad at me. Okay.
Nah. I feel like, and I want to speak to Bodega Hive. I think Desus is doing them a disservice. I get not wanting to be messy, right? Like, there's a certain way to go about shit, right? Like, you fell out with your homie. You guys shared business together. You guys made money together. So maybe it may not be in your character to go somewhere and just talk slutty about a person, right?
Like a tell-all.
I get it. But you have to find a medium.
Yeah.
It don't even got to be an interview, bro. You have to find some sort of a medium to get the message across. So there could be a deeper understanding, right? Because Mero looked like he's off to the races.
Yeah.
Yo, let me go link up with Mello. Do this podcast real quick in Brooklyn.
And it's really good.
And it was a perfect
And it was
fit.
it's a really good podcast.
That was their best episode.
You know, in the AKs,
By
you know
far.
how
That's biased.
No. They had.
No, that's not biased.
I heard it was the best. Yeah, I heard.
Can we stay there?
It's Joe.
Let's
my
talk.
guy. That's
let's talk,
our guy.
Let's talk about
Of
that because
course.
they're gonna think it's
That's my
biased.
guy.
So I'm so glad you brought it up. I've been watching 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and not that I want them to be messy or shit, but like you couldn't feel that there was an elephant in the room
For sure.
that they just were never getting to or just was never addressing.
And Joe was like, "Let's talk about it."
And they,
He did that with
there
us.
was still an elephant left in the room too after the.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes, and forget it being Joe, you just need those types of people to bring things out of you.
Yeah.
And I want to salute Mello. Because
Salute
Mello
to
didn't
Mello.
run from it.
Yeah.
Mello didn't run from it.
Mello
Mello said, now that it's here, let's talk about it.
He did.
When I watched it, Mello, he wanted to smoke.
He wanted to talk about
so
it.
Mello's the type, he's never going to bring the smoke to your doorstep.
Nah,
but if
nah.
it comes his way, he's with it.
Yeah.
That was how he was in his career as a basketball player.
Bro.
That seems to be his personality. So once Joe kicked down the door and said, all right, let's talk about your breakup, nigga. You just want to talk about my breakup. Let's talk about your breakup, right? That's what
Yeah.
Joe did.
Right.
Mello didn't, and he easily could have. We all know, as being co-hosts, as being friends, there's certain things that I know Alex or Regi may not want to talk about.
Mhm.
So I may jump in to kind of shield them so they don't have to do the awkward, yeah, I don't really
Vice
want to.
versa.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Aw.
that's just how friends kind of operate, especially in the content space. But I think Mello, being such a real nigga, being who he is,
Shout out to Mello.
Period.
he's like, you know what? Nah, I know this is what people want to talk about. I'm not going to be the nigga who bring
To
it to
do
your
it.
doorstep.
Yeah.
But now that it's here, let's talk about it.
And then Desus didn't stop talking about it when they brought it up.
Mero.
I mean,
Yeah. Look at you.
see?
Look at you.
You see?
I got you.
I thought we
see?
learned
I'm
this
with you. I'm with
5
you.
minutes
You
ago.
see?
But
My
you
fault,
said, yo,
Reg.
you protect your people.
There you go.
I'm gonna have little
Mero.
index cards for him next time.
Shit.
I got you.
Like flashcards.
Remember,
So-
Mello called him Mero or M.
He did, right?
Yeah.
Y'all
Mello
gonna
Mero.
tell me that nigga really not Desus? For real, Reggie?
Well,
That's a
Mero
little
and
racist.
Mello,
Alright.
like Mero and Mello sound the same, like sound
don't.
similar.
They don't.
No. They're
Yeah,
one
they
letter
sound
off.
similar.
It depends on the accent.
No, but so
Mero?
no, I'm saying their names.
Deso,
their
names.
Miso.
So just remember that Mero is with Mello. Mero.
Miro Mello.
And by
yeah.
the way, I would just want to say, like, this show, Carmelo Anthony being with the Kid Mero is such a perfect fit. Like, that's why everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" Because you know how Alex has like his AKA in the beginning,
Paco
his
Bone.
little, you know, his little thing, his
Paco
intro.
Bone Poppy.
Never alone.
Miro's like Mero, like they had like a million AKAs. It was like their thing. It was like funny. They had 50 in a row, and one of Miro's AKAs back in the day was Barmelo's Anthony. Like he used to always say that, and now he has a whole ass power Carmelo Anthony, and he's a Knicks
manifested
fan. Like wow,
That's fire.
He manifested that.
yeah, he really
I'm so
did.
glad you're in tune with these.
You see me?
No, I'm so
Yo,
literally
literally, you
because like I will watch these guys like in spurts. I wasn't invested that way. So the fact that you kind of know these things, like shout out to you.
I didn't even realize how much I knew until I just heard myself right now.
You've been locked in, Reggie.
let me shut up. You guys talk now.
But not for nothing, I do support Mero's stance in wanting to keep independent
Facts.
ownership over their stuff. Because granted, this is a question I want to ask you guys. You guys can think about it as I'm speaking. This is not a race. This isn't a competition. I don't want to pit it like that. But just from the outside looking in, who seems to be the one winning from the breakup? Right? Because Mero is just getting right back to the basics. Like, all right, cool. We started
Like his brand.
Right,
yeah.
his brand, getting back to the listeners, going back to a medium that served him before. Salute to Desus. I know we all want to be Jimmy Fallon, you know, and
Do we though?
or Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I get
did
it.
a
know.
Glizzy's commercial. Would you do a Glizzy's commercial?
Would I do a Glizzy's commercials?
Yeah.
What's the bag like?
A who commercial?
So, Desus
Glizzy's,
did
you
a
said?
He
Glizzy.
did one. He did a Glizzy's commercial.
Desus did a Glizzy's commercial where he was marketing Glizzy's.
Did he?
He
Yeah.
did. I saw
Was
it.
it all right?
Nah, I
What
seen
was
it.
he
It was-
marketing
It was
exactly?
Glizzy's.
Glizzy's.
Hot dog?
Literally
Yeah.
Glizzy's.
That's what
It
they
was
call
called Glizzy's.
If it no, but what did they call them in a commercial?
Glizzy's.
Glizzy's. I'm dead ass.
Because
He said that
niggas
word
is
for
gonna
word.
call a hot dog glizzy.
Nah, he said that in
It
a
was
commercial.
literally
Word for word.
Glizzy's.
I gotta watch this before I comment.
Yeah. So I do respect the fact that Mero is like, you know what? That happened, but we could get back to the people that love us. I don't seem to know what Desus' stuff is on a day-to-day basis these days. Reggie, maybe you know more than me.
Oh, okay. I actually just have a thought. I actually didn't think about it like this, and I swear, guys, I don't have a favorite. I'm not caping for either of them. I'm just always trying to see both sides because I love them both.
Yeah.
I love Mero. I love Desus. But I'm just thinking about like, I feel like a lot of people are criticizing Desus for being like, oh my God, you want it to be so Hollywood. Like, look at you. Like, you're chasing Hollywood stuff now. But it's like, what if that was like his dream? Like, what if he wanted to be like a late night TV host and now the opportunity was presented to him and he
Yeah.
just took it, you know?
Yeah.
So now it seems like I'm caping for Desus, but I'm like, I just thought about it. I was like, wait, what if he like wants to do this? You know?
Mero said that he was like, hey, because Mello asked them if they kind of like had a meeting of the minds after the breakup.
Mhm.
And correct me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, Mero did say Mero did say that they kind of talked about, hey, like if you dominate this space and I dominate this space, like maybe we could still kind of do our own thing, but just come back together.
Yeah. So when I heard Mero speak, and again, to Reggie's point, it's important for both sides to kind of just speak their truth, because there's one side, there's another side, then there's the truth, and obviously when you're dealing with like the court of public opinion, you're always going to be able to have people feel however they feel, right?
Right.
So I think what Mero did was the best way that I heard him explain it was Desus wanted to get rid of digital media, right? Desus only wanted to put all of the focus and the energy into linear TV, which is HBO, which is Showtime, which is Comedy Central and Daily Show. Desus only wanted to be on TV, and then whatever happened on TV, let's let that funnel into the internet.
Okay, I didn't know that part.
Mero stood on the side of, yo, we built ourselves on the internet.
Digital, yeah.
Why not do both?
Right.
Let's keep linear because we're already on Showtime.
Damn.
But we also have the people on the internet because that's who we are. That's where we came from.
Yeah.
And again, this is just from one perspective, Mero. But Mero seems to be making a little bit more sense. So if what Mero is saying about these is true, then I gotta side with Mero because if this is what got us here,
Y'all
if this is
being
what's
choosy.
working, then of course I'm gonna go there. And I'm not gonna say it's a sellout kind of situation because I don't know the intricacies of what selling out is.
That's definitely the narrative right now.
But what
so.
I do know is, nigga, if we got it out the mud and the people who thoroughly love us is in the internet, and we get to keep our name, we get to keep our likeness, our ownership,
Our IP.
all those things, our IP, I'm going to stay over here on YouTube and make sure I feed those people. And then if it happens, I'll be over on TV.
The saddest part about all of this is that both was right if that was the case. Like, I feel like there's a realm in the world where you could do both, right? Great example. Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee, for those of you that don't know, he currently has a show on ESPN.
Yep.
But what separates Pat McAfee from the rest of ESPN pundits, hosts, etc.? He literally live streams his show every day at 12 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not only is it live streamed on YouTube, it's also on TV. So now you're hitting both demographics.
Damn.
You're hitting the linear crowd, you're hitting the digital crowd. Everybody's happy. I feel like, because I understand where Desus is coming from as kids. You know, you grow up watching some of these films or just hopes of being an entertainer one day, an actor one day, a comedian one day. And he's right. Like, some people really want to be on those big major stage, but you also got to give love to the people or the things that support you first.
Mhm.
That's like me and SaVon and Regi right now. Like, hey, yo, I know y'all been listening to this on this podcast, right? Yeah, but fuck all that. Like, we just gonna drop movies now. So just keep, yo, like if you want to fuck with us, just keep up with us.
That would kind of be crazy.
That'd be crazy. Like, there's a way you could do both, which is fucked up if that's really the case.
To Reggie's point, though, we
Yeah.
need to hear from Desus, hopefully. And some people don't necessarily care about that, right? Like, some people don't care to give their side of the story. Some people are comfortable in what they believe their truth to be, and they just keep it pushing. And as a fan, is nothing you can do. You just have to take what it is that you can. And if you really feel like you know these people, which we don't ultimately know these people, but if you feel like you can pick up on tendencies and personality traits, you can kind of form an opinion on your own. But based on what I know right now,
Yeah.
how could you not side with Mero?
I mean,
How could you not?
Because we haven't heard anything from Desus, okay?
I get it. And I respect
Okay.
that. I respect that. In the same breath, and it doesn't have to be long, I want to keep it on Regi. You, your people, your folks, your headlines.
I just want to say an ending note. I just feel like you either, during the split, you either kind of like gave up on them or you respect what they're doing and you see them and you support them forever.
I respect that.
No, you don't, because you're Team Mero.
No,
only.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
Mero was like, Joey. The nigga, he just started going. I never even heard him talk like this before. He looks
Like
so
fired up?
like, as if like some weight was just
he was
lifted off his
waiting for that moment. He was waiting for that
waiting.
moment.
He was
And again,
waiting.
yo, I gotta give us credit. I
He
gotta
was
give
waiting.
me shout out to Joe for giving us that moment.
Yeah.
Like, shout out for giving us that information.
He was like, you know
And
what?
I
I'm gonna fucking talk
He
about
was
it.
like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
it, let me do it. Because how many people do you think have sat across
And
from
tried,
Mero
yeah.
or Desus and didn't get that information?
Right.
Think about all the people that they've talked to since the split.
Yeah.
The fact that Joe was able to give us a little insight based on his intuitiveness and his questioning, like, shout out to Joe for that. That's my guy.
honestly.
Always.
Man.
for
Let's
sure.
see how this pans out.
Yeah.
though. I
Speaking
hope
of Joe,
Mero keeps shooting.
just keeping it in like the same realm.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, hold on. I have a fire transition. So, the reason why I love them, Desus and Mero, is because, guys, guess their sign.
Yes, both of them.
Literally, they're both the same sign. And why would I love them?
Pisces.
No.
Taurus.
Oh shit.
Taurus.
They're both Taurus kings.
But Pisces is not a bad guess.
Yes, because Pisces is the best match for her. Yes, yes. Okay.
I got.
Yeah.
Well,
But
Pisces
see-
and all Earth signs. And so,
Yeah.
both my Taurus
Shout out
kings,
to us.
Desus and Mero. Guess who else is a Taurus? Sean Evans.
I didn't know this.
I didn't know
She
that.
did the
I didn't
homework.
know this.
You talk about the freaky frog?
Huh. We didn't know up until last week that he was a freaky frog. So the reason why they're letting me bring this up again, why this is the episode that they're letting me lead, is because I've said probably like over 10 times on this pod, if there was a race war, the one Caucasian person I would save would be Sean Evans.
That is fucking fucking hilarious.
Don't ever let me leave the pod ever again.
Because it's so true.
No, please continue.
That is fucking hilarious.
And my
shit.
guy, I just admire him.
Yeah.
For his if you're a journalist, you see the way that he asks questions. He asks the most unique questions, and the way he delivers them, so amazing. Concept of the show, Hot Ones, amazing. But I just, I never really paid attention to his personal life because I just love his work so much. And now he's in all these freaking headlines last week because apparently he was dating. Is her title a porn star? Is that her title?
She's the OnlyFans girl.
A nude actress.
Okay, I mean,
actress.
She's an OnlyFans girl who happens to be white, so by default, she's a porn star.
She's a nude
but
actress.
also, like, why? But why was that headline? Like, who cares? Why was?
Because
Leave my
he's
guy
so
alone.
innocent. You don't expect him to be like vibing with a freaky gal.
That's why I don't.
Was he though?
But no. That's why I don't.
Who said they did?
I don't trust innocent people.
What? Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm with you because I have a theory on this too. But go for it.
I think we're gonna meet the theory today.
Like they have something about them.
Yes, the people that come off as, oh my God, I'm just a great person and I'm just
But
smiling.
He doesn't come off like that.
He never said that.
Yes, he does.
No, but he's not self-proclaimed.
Okay.
Yes,
he's
yes,
not. He's not self-proclaimed.
You think that about
for
him.
sure because he comes off. I said he comes off
Because he's Caucasian.
No, they be coming with the most problems. Okay?
Okay.
Not because he's Caucasian, but he's one of those people, like you said, he's unproblematic.
Yes.
We don't see his name attached to anything.
Oh,
Every time we see him, it's him doing the Hot Ones, being a comedic. I mean, not comedic, but just an entertaining person for who's there. So I don't trust innocent people because you quiet motherfuckers that just, I just show up to work and I just give people hot wings and they laugh at me. Y'all be the ones that have the most shit going on.
You think everybody has to at least have one scandal?
Absolutely. But you know what, Reggie? Not even a scandal. Just show me through your personality that there's more to you than this little innocent act that you're putting on.
I'm not going to lie to you.
All right?
A nigga that eats hot wings for a living,
he is a menace.
he's showing more than... That nigga's asshole is on fire.
We always knew he was a menace.
That nigga's asshole, bro. He eats those wings with a straight face. The hardest niggas in hip-hop, the hardest people in the world get on that show, can't finish. They cry. We seen thugs cry. You know how this nigga
Cool
Prince say, we need doves to cry. He gets thugs to cry. Like,
no, and he looks them right in the face as he eats them.
and he never flinches.
You gotta be scared of that
the
person.
illest type, like, he's so ill, he matches your energy. If you don't take a drink, he will not take a sip.
See?
If you drink
True.
milk, he drinks milk.
See?
If you want to dip it in a little ranch, bang, ranch.
You're right. He does
He'll
do that.
dip it in a little bit of ranch. He matches energy.
See, I don't like
so
that.
for anybody who's like that,
That's phony.
that's not phony. That's
phony.
living your truth.
No.
That's
That's
living your
living the
truth.
other person's truth.
That's living your
if you
truth.
matching my energy, you matching what the other person is doing. I want him to show me how he would react if there was nobody else in
His
the room. And I never
asshole
get that from him.
bleeds for a living.
It's hot. It's real
and
hot.
he don't get fucked.
Hot Ones.
Tough.
You heard me.
What?
Oh, I missed it.
I didn't know about that. But yeah, it did surprise me. It did surprise me. But
Shout out to Sean Evans.
shout out to Sean
I met
Evans.
Sean Evans.
Oh, that's your
He
man.
probably I'm not. Yo,
What
don't, I
happened?
hate
What
niggas.
happened?
Yo, Reggie, I started this episode. You gotta know your friends.
Yes.
What
bro.
happened?
He did say that.
Don't do that to me.
But you said you used to watch Hot Ones. And you used to watch.
and I said I fucking ran into it, and you said that's your man.
And that's your man.
That's not my man.
I ain't running to the nigga.
That's bro. How many people you ran? Yo, and I hate you because you so phony. Because so many people run into you. And if they said you was their man, you would be so offended. No, I ran into Sean Evans one time, very random, at a hotel, very popular hotel in LA.
You met him at a hotel. Not you, but he was at a hotel.
I bumped into him.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying he been a freaky frog. You ain't see him at a restaurant.
People
was
travel.
at a
People
hotel.
travel.
Word.
You know
He just
who
needed
else I
somewhere
saw?
to lay his head.
Watch
Who's in the
this.
room?
Watch this. This is fucked up. You know who else I saw at the same exact hotel?
Jamie Foxx.
That was close, but well, no. In names, it was close, but no. It wasn't close. I'm lying.
Trey Songz?
No, Jason Whitlock.
Wait,
Why
what?
did you say Jason Whitlock and Jamie Foxx were close?
Because I heard Jay. I just heard the J. That's it. I just heard the J in my head, and then I said no. I took it back.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, I ran it at the same exact hotel.
Did you say hi to
I ran
him?
into Sean Evans and Jason Whitlock.
It's a freaky hotel.
That's a wild
Yeah.
hotel. But to Sean Evans' point, like when I did run into him, I don't know who he was dating. I don't keep up with like his dating history.
Mhm.
But I will say this: he got taste. Sean Evans, he don't discriminate.
He had some shit on. Yeah.
He has some shit.
He had a piece of work.
He has some shit on.
Yeah, it was like that.
He has some shit.
Unless she do OnlyFans.
Brown skin gal.
Brown skin.
Brown.
Really?
Wow.
Took a trip to the brown stew and rice.
The boy is the boy.
Wicked.
I'm just letting you know, Sean Evans, I salute you. I will defend you.
Yeah.
Like Reggie said, your approach to interviews, your interactions is dope. It's amazing.
But-
honestly, I will say this, and I can confidently say this as somebody who is a YouTube person, YouTube baby, somebody who studies the landscape. You are one of one. There is nobody else like you. There's nobody who delivers questions like you. There's nobody who eats wings and shits hot sauce house the way that you do. You are one of one. There's nobody who rocks the baldy, the halfway baldy, the 75%, 25% baldy the way that you do. The SaVon, if I
Not
let
the
my shit grow.
SaVon.
There's nobody who does it the way that you do, my brother.
Honestly, and that's when he stands out. Every time people ask him, like, oh, how do you feel about your job? He's like, I just kind of feel like I do my own thing. I don't like being compared to like all these other shows because it's just so different. And I don't really, he's like, I don't need the accolades. I just do my own thing. And that's why I like it.
Well, salute to you, Sean. But you know, in the future, when you go up on that Hot Wing show, man, throw up, bring up one of your rendezvous from the past. You need to balance out this little innocent act, because now if another story comes out about him, we'll just look at him as a normal human being. Like, oh,
I've always thought it was normal.
big old freak. Yeah.
I didn't say.
Yeah.
I'm just keep going, bro.
Nah, listen.
Nah, talk your shit.
Next time you get one of them big acts up there.
Big old freak.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's Sean Evans.
Tell him what you do.
That nigga's a big old friend.
Yeah. Yeah, word.
The lady's name is, well, allegedly, Melissa Stratton.
We gotta talk about how it went down though. Like, the only reason why we even know that he was dating this young lady is because I think over Super Bowl weekend, they both, attended as a couple. Yeah. And you know how dudes do a lot of the times, like he gonna take a pic of the field, maybe a pic of some beer.
Oh yeah.
Feel me? But like when you go on his Instagram story, you didn't really know he was with somebody.
Facts.
Women so fire, they do the opposite. So what she did was she posted some pictures of them spending time together from that weekend. And the next day,
people pieced it together.
But then the reports came out like they are no longer together. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and then the day later,
that's fucked up.
There were headlines on like TMZ, like, oh my God, they broke up because Sean Evans hates like the hoopla that it caused, basically.
Do you believe that?
I don't believe none of this shit.
What?
And no, I don't care. Like, also, I didn't look into it.
Yeah.
I know I'm a journalist, so like you would expect me to be like, oh my God, like he's so invested, and I don't know. I don't care who he's dating. And
what
like,
do you believe?
When the headline came up, I was like, okay, this is crazy, whatever. And then when the breakup came out, I was like, oh my God, whatever. I don't care.
What do you believe? What are your thoughts on this?
He's supposed to know.
I don't know. Maybe he really was dating her and then didn't want people to find out.
I saw a video of her just this week, and she captioned it, "I got a new ball, man. Ha ha ha." So
oh my God.
I guess she was sort of
what?
She got a new ball, man?
She was driving in the car with
Who was it?
I don't know the dude.
You don't even
I don't know,
so?
homie. I don't know. I've never seen him before in my life. But
you ain't did the research.
I didn't do the research. I didn't do
I
the
never
Google
noticed
image
that
search.
Sean Evans is bald.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Oh shit.
They're great. I mean, we're great.
He still got a little blonde in there. That's why.
See, SaVon, people don't notice the baldness first.
Yeah.
When you're white. It don't work like that for niggas with pigment. Y'all gonna see my shit is fucked up. But shout out to Sean Evans, because I respect somebody who's trying to protect their peace. Like, I think he wanted to date Shorty. He wanted to experience Shorty.
Mm-hmm. Like, he probably really liked her.
And sometimes, like,
gotta stand on it, Sean.
When you use a coupon, like, you want a coupon and just want the benefits and don't want the virus from the coupon on it. Like, sometimes you just want the benefits from all the things that you get from that. I understand a nigga who sees a freak. I want you.
I choose.
And he went for it.
But I don't necessarily want you.
You gotta stay. If you start dating her, like if you
did you hear what I said?
Repeat
I
it.
want you. But I don't necessarily want you.
Like all that comes with it.
That's the thing.
That's not nice, Sean. That is not nice.
Yeah, you gotta stand on it.
Oh, okay, Sean, I see what you guys are saying.
Yeah, like
Good. Now that people found out, now he's like, okay, never mind. That's mean.
He
Sean,
want
don't do that.
the best head ever, but now once the world knows she get the best head ever, she gotta go.
Okay, fine. I changed my mind.
You know, we got as a
Come on,
podcast.
so you gotta
and
stay on that.
Going back to the top of the pod, right?
Yeah.
We said we were gonna do a vote on the No Hats Only podcast.
Correct.
Let's do another vote.
Okay.
Collectively,
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
we should get familiar with her work to see how freaky Sean is.
Like we got to.
We'll give it like a rating.
You know, I don't watch porn no more, but I make an exception.
Is she like a well-known like porn star?
I never seen her.
And I'm amateur man. So I know the ones that y'all don't know, but I don't know this one. So what I'm saying,
I never seen her.
The way that we can determine how freaky, how nasty your Great White Hope is
Yeah.
seeing what she's done in the past. Because if she's out here putting niggas in the pretzel and eating ass, and that's what
That's what Sean is doing.
if Sean is into that type of shit.
You gotta stand in that. You gotta. It's different if you was just like having casual sex with somebody. The moment you cuff shorty, like made her your girlfriend,
That's yours.
that's your. Come on, Pete, that's yours. You gotta stand on that,
free.
Sean.
There's got to be a reason why
Shout
he
out to
felt
Sean, man.
it was necessary to cuff her.
Nah, I know what the reason was. That Gawk 5000.
But we also, and then we can kind of move. We can move forward.
Mhm.
We also got to salute Sean.
Yes.
Because when you look at him, you don't think promiscuous boy.
Wait,
You think innocent man.
I know. That's what I was saying.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you see
I don't
him,
know. He does
if-
have like an intense look to him though.
if he was able to get
No way.
Wait.
No, like
No
no,
way.
no.
No way.
You remember like very like serial killer vibes.
He gives like Jason Statham.
Yo, because he
You
got a
guys know I
baldy.
don't know. You guys
That's
know I don't know
crazy.
He
actors.
gives Jason Statham.
That's the dude that was in all the
Like he has an intense stare.
Like not taking.
Born Identity. Was that Born Identity?
Yeah.
No, Transporter.
Transport.
Oh, Transport.
You guys know the movie Split?
I've
Yes.
seen it.
That
Yeah.
white guy?
Yeah.
He has the same intense like
He's
white guy
Irish.
energy.
Nah.
No?
Yes,
Hmm.
I give you that. I give you
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
I give you
thank
that.
When
you.
he
You
used
guys
to
laughed
win.
at me.
No, I give
No,
you
no.
that. I give you that.
He just always comes off. You guys know more
Like
about
innocent?
him, though. Yeah, he just comes off as so innocent to me all the time.
But let's do
Like,
the
he's just-
research
There was
as
a
a
little
team.
smirk.
Hey, he didn't ask us to assume he was innocent.
You know what? I'm gonna do the research.
Wait, no.
for
We
us.
could all do the research
I'ma do it.
because
I'ma
I
do
looked up her OnlyFans. There's a 16-day free trial.
Word? But then you got to cancel before the first of the month come because they're gonna charge you automatically.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
How do you
I'm
know
a-
that?
I know that about all subscriptions, but I don't have an
Okay.
OnlyFans.
I'm gonna check it out for y'all.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I'll hold this down.
Nah, I'm gonna hold all of us down too.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna check some of that shit out.
I still love you, Sean.
I
Don't
gotta-
worry.
I
I'm
got-
not judging you.
I got to see where Sean was taking it. I got to see what
I like that though.
what.
I like the opposites attract.
Oh,
That's a
like an unexpected couple.
That's an opposite
Oh.
attract. Like I would never think the guy who's eating wings and asking my favorite people their like most intrusive questions.
Looks,
Like,
Is it
looks can be
opposites,
deceiving.
that's why.
They're both white and freaky.
I gotta get familiar with her game.
But that's why I don't think
I don't know her game, and that is the title, White and Freaky. I don't know her game. Like, because she could be a mild actress. Like, she could just be missionary.
That's
If
true.
she's just and again,
That's
I
true.
don't
We don't know her work, yeah.
at the time of this recording. Like, I don't know. She could be like just missionary, or she could be gangbang 3000 gawk 55 anal butthole plug. But like, she could be so many different levels that compared to like what her work is gonna give me a gauge of Sean, which also tells me, you know what? Even without knowing or without doing the research, if he broke up with her that fast, she gotta be like top tier freaky gal.
I think there's also a difference between.
Nah,
Gotta
I think
be.
the opposite.
I think there's. You think the opposite? I think
Yeah.
there's
She
a difference.
fucked Adam 22, apparently, from what he said.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, that's the other thing, right? I was just gonna bring that up. I think there's a difference between OnlyFans girls that literally just post their body pictures, videos, versus women that actually do scenes, right? Like, if
You never did a scene?
I never did a scene before that I know of. So if y'all posting some shit out there, I'm looking for a cut.
Alex, ask SaVon.
SaVon, have you been in any no director cuts? You strike me as a director's cut type nigga. No.
That was funny. That was funny.
You strike me as like
That's funny.
you ever get
It was like
Yeah, that's
clever.
funny.
Nah,
Oh,
you remember when we used DVDs and shit? Like you strike me as a Blu-ray
I
nigga.
was not.
You was like extra cut scenes and shit. That's not
Nope.
you?
Nah,
All right, well, salute. But I do think there's a difference in that. And I do feel like if she was probably just an OnlyFans girl that showed her body, he probably wouldn't have such a problem. But when dudes come out that actually do sex and they're prominent in the entertainment space and say they fucked your girl, I could see how it could start.
Adam tweeted that, right? After they broke up.
Yo, you
I
got
think he threw a video up. Yeah, I hit your girl before. He was wilding.
Oh my gosh, Adam.
How
He
y'all
was
feel
wildin'.
about y'all Eskimos?
Like,
Do I have any? I don't know.
it's hard for me to think about them.
But are you proud of that Eskimo list?
I wouldn't know it.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know your full Eskimo list? You don't know it.
No. I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown, and I'm not going whatever.
Wait, what?
So with all these sport events, I've been able to. Why are you laughing, bro?
Because you about to start name dropping.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna give you a single name. All of these sporting events, I've been able to kind of track some of the men that I have in common. Not just men. Some of the athletes that I have in common.
Right.
That who they've tried to pursue the women that I've been interested in.
That'd be the best.
Now, gratefully, right? Like, I'm thankful. The women will tell me, like, hey, do you know this person? Do you know this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I know him. He makes like $92 million a year. Like, right? So,
something like
this past
not crazy.
this past weekend, All-Star Weekend, and this kind of bleeds into that because All-Star Weekend sucked. It was terrible.
Okay, transition.
It was
We're gonna get
fucking
into that.
horrible. But this All-Star Weekend, I actually did the calculations. I pulled out my calculator. I thought about all the athletes across all the sports.
You did the
From
math?
the NFL, from FIFA, from the NBA. And I said, how much have these men accumulated based on their contract up until this point?
How was you able to do that math?
Nah, it's all
SaVon is
Google.
crazy.
It's on
It's
Google.
SaVon is
fucked up.
crazy.
No, listen.
Like, what?
No, Alex, I'm going to tell you some of the athletes and then you'll be like, oh yeah. But no lie, legit, no lie.
Okay.
The men that I have been either Eskimo bros with or the potential of Eskimo bros or
Yeah.
the men who have been in common interest in the women that I've been interested in,
Mhm.
right? So I'm gonna leave it wide. I don't know anything. It's amassed over $600 million.
How does that make you feel?
SaVon, I do not know what to do with this information right now.
Yo, tell him. Like, what we supposed to do with that?
Nah, he's up.
That's why I was like, how do you feel?
Nah, I'm
How
saying
do you feel?
How do you feel?
Reggie, you talk. I'm gonna talk to Alex.
No. You tell me how
Hello,
do you
guys.
feel?
I'm
You
supposed
gonna-
to-
He's in great company.
I'm supposed to make noise right now while the boys do their thing. How are you guys doing? So
Oh,
today,
shit. Oh, shit.
wait, no, come on, I have to know
Who?
too. Then
These are all-stars.
guys, they're leaving me
Yo, these
out.
are pro bowlers.
They're leaving me out, and they're going off to the side. And
Wow.
not telling- why can't you tell me? What the heck?
You want to know?
Nah, some of them are like deep. No. For real, right? They're not like LeBron and shit.
No,
They're like,
no.
it's like deep cuts, like B-side names.
But their
I know
contract is
some.
like A side.
Yeah, I know
A
some.
plus side.
Fine, whatever. But okay.
NBA All-Star Weekend. It was terrible. It was terrible. I felt terrible. I feel terrible
Wait.
whenever I watch a sporting event at this point in my life.
Wait,
But the NBA All-Star Weekend, did y'all watch it? We don't got to stay on this long.
No,
it
we
was
did.
it was one of the worst sporting events
Most,
that
like,
I've ever
uneventful?
seen. The NBA should be ashamed of themselves.
Wait.
The amount of money that they make, the star power that they have, the fact that they can't get the best players to do some of the best things or even give an effort. It's an indictment on who they are. I think it's a reflection on the NBA,
yes.
and I'm pissed off.
We're going to get back to that, I promise.
Let's do it.
Because we technically didn't just answer how you really felt about that shit. So I had to just do one follow-up question and go right back to All-Star.
Let's do it.
Okay? The reason why I don't feel a way about the Eskimo brothers that I know.
Oh, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why we didn't answer
You
it.
asked your own question, didn't answer it.
That's trauma. I'm joking.
The reason is because we all have hoe faces. And we all try shit. So as a human being, knowing that I've had a stint where I was just trying shit, right? That is not a direct correlation and reflection of maybe what I actually like. Or maybe what, I that would be good
this
for me.
nigga is good.
Yo,
you are good. You are the greatest.
Yo, we do this podcast. What you mean?
You are the greatest of
Bro,
all time.
He's like, don't internalize it, basically.
we
This motherfucker said, yeah, I done fucked everything, but please don't question my
I didn't
shit.
say that.
Because I was just figuring it out.
Slate wipe clean.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just be trying shit. So these young ladies, you can't look at them for those types of people that they dealt
true.
with. They was just trying shit.
That's true.
They had a stint of horniness for pro athletes.
I respect it.
You see where I'm coming from
Yeah,
now?
sure, no.
What about you now? Does that make you feel a little better? No.
No. It doesn't.
Wait, why does it make you feel bad? I thought it would make you feel good.
No, it don't make me feel bad.
Okay, yeah.
And it doesn't make me feel good either.
Oh.
But Alex...
It's the money. You know that nigga 600 million. I don't have...
He's like, I'm a numbers guy.
Reggie, I promise you, after this podcast,
Yes.
just talk to me. Like, remind me. Just remind me.
We're going to remind you.
And then I'm going to do the math for you.
Math of what?
Oh,
how much they make, SaVon? I don't care.
No, you will. But maybe you won't care, but you'll understand.
No, because you already told us the total, though.
Oh no, he's talking
it
about
might
the
be
people.
more than that.
Oh my goodness.
But you got to see the people too.
All right, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
For sure.
But I just wanted to leave you with that before we go into All-Star.
I'm not mad at that.
Now, All-Star.
Mhm.
You gracefully spoke about how, there wasn't much effort put into it just 5 minutes ago. And this is what it led me to, right? And this is something that's been on my mind for years. And now I'm going to Need to Know podcast. And I can really let it out. The reason...
I don't know why that was so funny.
Because you have no idea where this is going.
He's another one.
Oh, SaVon. No, he's not.
Yes.
Wait, let me see this
No.
one.
All right, show her that
What you
one.
want me to do
Show her
with
that
that?
one. She know that one.
What you want me to do
She
with
know
this?
that one. Show her. No. It's niggas with beanies.
What the fuck I'm supposed to do with this?
That's a big clue, guys. That's a big clue.
Reggie, what am I supposed to do?
Okay.
Niggas
okay.
with beanies.
How does this make you feel? Like, what is your reaction? Is it good or bad?
That made me feel good. But
Okay, yeah,
it also
thing.
makes
This is a
me
good
feel
thing.
like, damn.
No, because just because like
That's like Beyonce.
okay, but just because they
sports
had
world?
just because they were in bed together does not mean like that's like her man. You know what I mean?
Right. She was
So
trying
like,
shit.
what is this? It's fine. It's
She was
fine,
trying
it's
shit, man. You good.
I'm listening.
You the
Yeah.
guy. All-Star. Remember All-Star?
Uh-huh.
He was at the All-Star break
What
too.
you-
fine. In spirit,
These
yeah.
niggas be on my parlays.
That nigga you just showed me was at the All-Star break too. But what it led me down to is I'm seeing a lot of people speak about how there's lack of effort, there's lack of this and lack of that.
Facts.
I want to speak to the sport. And people think that it's a very easy thing to just blame the players.
Mhm.
Granted, I could see how that works, where it's like, all right, cool. It's on your onus to, put up the best show and perform.
Mhm.
But I want to put it on the Splash Brothers. I want to put it on Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, because what has changed now in the NBA is the way the game is played. And back then, see, I'm a LeBron fan, so maybe my bias is gonna pop out a little bit. If you know anything about LeBron, he's an all-around player, right? He's gonna shoot, he's gonna rebound, he's gonna score, he's gonna assist, he's gonna do all of that shit. And for a very long time in the NBA, that's what it consisted of, right? Like the superstars could do a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
Granted, I'm not saying Steph Curry and Klay can't, but just not to the magnitude of people's past that just had all of these weapons, right? So for me, it's like, the reason why I was so upset with them shooting so many threes and just shooting and shooting.
They were. Oh my god, even I could
Right.
like it was just always like
Right.
just so like such like long shots like the whole game.
That's
oh my god.
That's the NBA game now.
Oh, I didn't even know that was like
It's
different than usual. I was just noticed that though.
Yeah, no, you're right. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and their championship teams, they did this small ball thing, right? Where it was like, all right, cool. We got a team full of shooters. We don't necessarily need a traditional big man that's a center. We don't need a traditional power forward. We could just put in guys who could shoot and we'll figure it out. So for me, I think it starts with them, because everyone's upset, like, oh, they could have went harder, but it's like the NBA game now is centered around shooting three-pointers.
Yeah.
So if the NBA game now is centered around shooting threes, what kind of game you think you're going to get? Before, it was more centered around your athletic abilities,
Facts.
the dunks, right? Just a more all-around type of a game. Motherfuckers, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson came through, and everything has changed since. So
did everybody change the way they played because of them?
yeah, you could say
Damn.
the league did,
Yeah,
because
the league.
the Warriors were so good that they figured out how to win championships playing in this style.
Oh, so
Right.
everyone's like, okay, we have to do it like this.
How do we beat this team?
And sports are like copycat.
Monkey see, monkey do with that shit, right? Like, okay, they run small. They got these great guards that shoot well. How do we compete? We have to mimic their teams.
Yeah.
And now I feel like that's just spewed into the rest of the NBA. So
I think, oh my God, people are going to make fun of me if I got this wrong, but I think it was Shannon Sharp who tweeted this or somebody, but they were like, during the game, they were like, oh my God, this whole game is just shooting threes and dunks.
that's it.
And then, but like everyone was like making fun of him, like, yo, that's just basketball. Like everyone was like flaming him, like, yeah, so they're playing basketball. But now that the way that Alex is playing it, I'm like, oh shit, that is kind of like different than like a fun ass game.
Before Steph Curry and Klay Thompson went on their legendary run, right? Look at how the NBA game was played. Much more balance across the board.
And much more like explosive and like
explosive, competitiveness, shooting mid-range shots. There were players right now in the NBA who don't shoot mid-ranges anymore. Russell Westbrook, he was a mid-range sniper, Regi. Like it was automatic for him. Like all he had to do was step into the three-pointer and he pulling up in his cash. People tried to call him trash in recent years and that he couldn't shoot because the NBA game doesn't reward you for that shit no more. It changed so much. So it's
like fashion trends.
It's like fashion trends.
Oh, I thought you guys were gonna laugh at me. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm with you.
That was actually brilliant.
No, because like it's cycles. It's cycles.
That was brilliant,
Yo,
Regi. What the fuck?
That's
I
what
want to like take time to highlight what you just said because the
like
NBA sports in general is dead ass like fashion trends.
Because
Absolutely.
The fact that he felt that he needed to like do this more, it reminded me of fashion trends. Like people see things like, oh my God, I should be buying this long ass skirt, but it's like, bro, like no,
right. Like NBA, it's not about physicality anymore.
It's not.
It's about shooting.
It's pretty annoying. It's pretty embarrassing too because this was the lowest rated, the lowest viewed NBA All-Star team.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw somewhere that viewership jumped 14% from the previous year.
I don't know if it was the actual game.
Oh, okay.
But the weekend
itself.
Oh, the weekend itself.
Got
the weekend itself was super low.
Gotcha.
I think the spike happened because of Steph. I think
Sabrina.
the NBA, Steph and Sabrina. I think the NBA needs to prioritize the three-point competition. The three-point competition is one that is universal. And when I say that, I mean men and women can both shoot. Like we saw Sabrina shoot from the three-point line. A lot of people said, and Kenny Smith, he was one of those people who was like, yo, Sabrina should have shot from the women's length of the three-point.
Kenny?
I think there's like a 4-foot difference or maybe a 3-foot difference in the range. But Sabrina went crazy.
She walked. She had 26.
She had 26.
She made it hard for Steph. She went first.
Extremely. Steph had to concentrate in order to get that win. It was not an easy win for Steph.
Not at all.
So I think the fact that shooting is something that's transferable between men and women, and also knowing that the NBA and just basketball sports in general is trying to embrace the women's sports, I think the shooting competition should go last. I think we should embrace women in those competitions. I think the NBA needs to figure out a way to incentivize these massively rich human beings to compete, to care,
to show out,
and to volunteer to participate in doing something. Right?
So let me add, Regi, finish what you were going to say.
Speaking of incentives, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Vince Carter, like he confirmed that the NBA had plans to offer 4 superstars $1 million each to participate in the dunk contest.
Talk to me. Who are those superstars?
Kobe, T-Mac, LeBron, and Vince Carter. But the guys didn't want to do it.
Imagine.
I wonder why they didn't want to do it.
Could you imagine?
I mean, that's not really a thing though, right? You shouldn't have to pay people to participate in the dunk contest?
You shouldn't. Like, they don't. Let me not say they shouldn't. They don't. But I think you should if you want to put out the best product. If you want the best people to do the things at their greatest talents, their greatest heights, their greatest sense. Like that is the one incentive that you can give.
And I don't want to take from the NBA because they implemented the in-season tournament this year, and there was a money reward at the end of it.
That was great.
Right?
I feel like at first people were like, "What is this?" But then we were like, "Oh shit, these games are like mad fun now."
It worked.
Right.
And
I think that worked.
Changed around the court.
They also changed the courts up for the in-season tournament, right?
That worked.
For me, maybe SaVon, I see what you're getting at. I think three-pointers should still be prioritized because, like I said, the Splash Brothers made it so I don't think it's ever going to go anywhere, right?
It can't.
I think also something that Adam Silver is probably going to present. Adam Silver is the NBA commissioner. And salute to him, by the way. He's a dope mind.
Yeah, really innovative.
Really innovative. A players commissioner, to say the least.
He is, but that's not always good. But I'm not going to give my pushback right now. I'll let you go.
That's fine. But hold it, though, because I like that. But on paper, though, he's deemed as a players commissioner as opposed to the NFL, right? I don't think that's a Roger Goodell salute to him.
Hey, relax,
I love the NFL, man. You know I'm a Jets fan. What up, Aaron Rodgers?
Actually,
what up?
NFL is more innovative than
What up,
the
Aaron
NBA.
We're gonna get to that later,
Okay.
Pierre.
Okay.
But okay, cool. Another thing I think they should implement some 1v1s.
Ooh,
I would like to see some 1v1s,
That would be fun.
right? Because then it's by force, and specifically 1v1s, because when you're doing 2v2s, 3v3s, one person can slack back and one person can take it seriously, right?
Mhm.
See, on national televised All-Star Weekend,
Egos.
I was just gonna
right?
say your
And
ego comes into play.
Your ego pops out, and maybe it's somebody that you might have gotten into a feud with. I
Mm-hmm.
would have loved to see Draymond Green do a one-on-one with them niggas he was beating up.
Nurkic?
Yeah,
Who do you put in the headlock again?
Everybody?
Madison.
The most recent?
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
I would have loved to see a one-on-one with Rudy Gobert and Draymond Green. Of course, I wouldn't have wanted to get violent, but maybe they start doing that
A
because
little bit of violence helps.
a little bit of violence does
A little
help.
bit of aggression.
Yeah.
Chippiness.
Yeah.
I'll say
I
chippiness.
like trippiness.
Yeah, I like chippiness.
But violence is fun in
Right,
sports.
because even the NFL had to implement changes for their Pro Bowl, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I don't know if you guys saw the Pro Bowl this
I
year.
did not.
Okay, I'm going to give y'all my quick recap.
Phenomenal, by the way.
P.
Yo, mute this nigga's mic.
Phenomenal.
Who?
Karen?
No,
Karen.
It was phenomenal.
No.
Shit was phenomenal.
Uh-huh.
It was great.
It was great.
Mhm.
All right.
He's
Now,
here.
one thing that stood out to me is over the years, I've always known the Pro Bowl to just be like flag football, right?
Yeah.
Like you got the top
much.
receivers, you got the top quarterbacks.
Last few years, yes.
The last few years, it was-
Last couple.
Last couple.
Yeah, last few years, yeah.
Fam, I watched the Pro Bowl this year and they were trying shit. Meaning like they did grand totals from different events, meaning they did events like tug of war. Put one lineman, put a group of linemen from the AFC on one side, put a group of
Damn.
linemen from the NFC on that side, tug it out. From me, then they would be rewarded points for that challenge.
And then the night before, they'd have like the quarterback challenge.
Yes, yes.
Dodgeball.
They even combined it with some aquatic sports. I seen a nigga surfing, Reggie, and they was throwing a football on him.
Best catch.
Where?
Best catch.
I don't know where they did it at.
This is so cute. It's like an NFL little field day.
Exactly. Remember when we used to do field day as
Yes.
kids?
Fire.
Yes, that's what it felt like. Reggie, you're killing.
Fire.
Yes, that's exactly what it felt like. So now it's like, granted, I don't know if NFL viewers appreciate that more.
Oh, no, we did.
But
it's fun.
We sold out. Not sold out. We packed out the stadium.
There you go.
Oh.
Because it made it more
Smaller
interactive,
field,
right?
But all of these things, it comes down
Yeah.
to like two things. It comes down to competitiveness
Mm.
and money. That's all it is.
But you
We
don't
would
feel
get the best players to do the best things
Right.
if there was an incentive to do so. The problem is
how much
Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, Hakeem Olajuwon, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, John Stockton, all of these people that Patrick Ewing, as a New Yorker, I gotta mention Patrick Ewing. All of these people who grew up or played sports in the 90s, early 2000s, late 80s, all of them, they did not receive the money. So their motivation was to do it for the sport, was to do it because being the best at something and like standing on that, it meant something at a point. Today, I hear somebody, and this is gonna sound terrible, but fuck it. Today, I hear somebody like a Jason Tatum say he's the best in the league.
I heard him say that.
Of course he's supposed to say it. Of course he can say it. But back in 1993, when Michael Jordan was playing, there was no player that said that and believed that confidently.
But you know,
Nobody thought
Nah.
they were better than Michael Jordan.
But Jordan
And
knew.
And if they did, he would show them why they are not. Because there
That's
was
what's
still
good.
something I was competing for. I was competing not only for the money, not only for the endorsements, not only for the respect. I was competing because this is what I felt at that time. Today, there's so much money. All right, put it like this. We're talking about All-Star Weekend, right? The dunk contest, it featured four people, I believe, and Pierre. Just
Yeah.
fact check me in
Yeah,
real
that's
time
four.
right now, right?
Matt McClung,
Jaylen
Jalen Brown, Jacob Toppin, Obi Toppin's brother, and I'm missing one person.
And it was one more. There was
Yeah.
four
I'll
folks.
find it. I'll find
Four
it.
Thank
people,
you.
please. I appreciate that, P. There was four people who competed in the dunk contest, right? Out of those four people, the non-casual basketball fan, and when I say non-casual, the non-casuals, they still know Steph Curry.
Mhm.
They still know LeBron James.
Yeah.
They still know Kevin Durant, right? The non-casual. Now, the casual fan will know a Jaylen Brown, who was undisputedly the most popular player in this event, right? He is the highest paid player in NBA history.
As of now.
What?
As of today.
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
From a contractual standpoint.
Money goes up.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
He is the highest paid from a NBA contract. He has the highest paid NBA contract in NBA history.
What?
Facts.
Jaylen Brown.
As of now. He just recently signed that, Reggie. So meaning
But
like
what about the people you named?
There's gonna be their contracts aren't done yet. Right? So they signed their contract for
so he has like a few days to boast about this?
It's a few months.
Shit.
But regardless of how much time you have, my point is the money is so crazy today that the secondary players, and I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
Like Jaylen Brown, he's great. He's really, really great at what he does. And he's so great that he doesn't have to develop his left hand.
Yeah,
which is why when he dunks with his left hand, he has to make sure he emphasizes it. So for anybody who doesn't know, just tell me when I'm lying. Jaylen Brown did the dunk contest. He put a Michael Jackson glove on his left hand. He dunked with his left hand because the rumor is the nigga cannot play basketball with his left hand.
And he jumped over Kai, right?
But he is the highest paid player
Nigga, Jaylen Brown jumped
in NBA history.
Nigga, Jaylen Brown jumped over.
Am I wrong?
No, you are.
Am I wrong?
You are 100%.
Thank you.
The nigga jumped over a 4'9" nigga in Kai Cenat.
All right, that's hate.
Like what is
Kai's
he?
not 4'9".
Okay, my fault. Shout out to Kai, 5'2". I see what SaVon is saying. I will say this though, right? I don't think it's necessarily just the money. I think everybody's getting these big endorsement deals. Regi, as we were telling you, the NBA money only goes up and up.
Mm-hmm.
And all NBA players make about 50% of NBA revenue, as told by Adam Silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the incentive is to put on a good show so they can get paid back correctly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Overall, right? I think what it really is rest. I know it sounds crazy, right? Load management, Regi, right, has been a problem in the NBA. Yeah. What is load management, Regi? Load management for the past few years was certain coaches and players, particularly star players, right, Regi? They would bench their players because they needed to rest.
They needed to rest. Okay.
The problem with that is when fans are buying tickets from 4 months before, assuming they got James Harden tickets.
Like, I came to see him play.
Right, or we got Ben Simmons tickets, and it's here now. When you're low management, it's bad business for the NBA, right? So
it becomes less marketable.
It becomes less marketable, right? And the NBA doesn't want that. They're trying to get as much money as they can, right? They're trying to get a new TV deal.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I'm trying to put my shoes in the foot of a player, and if I'm a player, the All-Star break is probably the one weekend in
that you can
rest where you can rest a little bit. Right? You got away games, and some of them away trips, Regi, is 10 games, 8 games, 5 games, etc. Right? Of course, you have your home stints sprinkled here and there. Yeah. But if I'm thinking as a player, right? Granted, I don't want to shoot bail for them necessarily, but as a player, I could see why they would see All-Star as just a break.
Like the culture of the league has changed to where like you see All-Star weekend as like, you know what, this is like kind of like a fun thing now, not as serious. That's what
I'm saying.
Okay.
I think, and back to what I was saying about Steph Curry and Clay, I think the NBA game needs to change, right? So Regi, this year they implemented a rule for load management, meaning like you can't do that shit no more.
What was the percentage that you had to play?
You had to play. I think it was around like 75% of the games to be eligible for NBA awards, right?
That's like, isn't that kind of like a strange rule? Isn't that kind of twisted? Like, no, you cannot let your players rest.
No, I think no.
Because they were like, oh, it's bad for business.
I think it's smart because even in the NFL contracts, you need to you could put in a contract that there's like 60 where you have to play a certain percentage of snaps for the season.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But it's like weird that they implemented that rule because they were like, no, we don't want the star player to sit. We want to sell more tickets.
Right.
Yeah, because the fucked up thing is, as a fan, like a sporting event to the average middle class person is an actual event, right? Like this is something I can do one time a year. I'm going to plan it as thorough as I can. So if I live in a certain demographic, let's say Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee,
Some baddies out there.
they got blessed.
My man got a Benz out there. He said they out there.
I didn't know baddies
Keep
was in
going on.
Milwaukee. So I'm gonna go to Utah
All right, but
because I don't assume that it'd be baddies. in
Grave Digger
Utah.
Mountain over there. You sure you want to go over there?
I don't
and be
think-
a young boy in there.
I don't go
Pick
there.
another state.
No. I'm gonna go to Utah. I'm gonna stand on that. Let's go to Utah, right? I'm a fan. I'm in Utah. I only get to see Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard. Who else is some prominent Eastern All-Stars, right?
Kyrie's in West
Jason
now.
Tatum.
Yeah.
Only get to see Jason Tatum, all these guys once a year, right? If I happen to save up every single dollar possibly imagine to go see the Boston Celtics play the Utah Jazz, and for whatever reason, Jason Tatum, his team, the staff, the coach, the league doesn't deem that game important enough for him to play, and he doesn't play. Yet I saved as much as I could. I budgeted as much as I could to see this one particular play.
Yeah.
And not that he's not like he's hurt. It's just he doesn't want to play, or his team doesn't want him to play because of the analytics in the sport. That is a problem. And that's what I think the NBA and sports was trying to figure out.
So that's what I just actually mentioned, Brody. I was saying I don't think it's so much so the money for real. I think it's really like, thinking as a star player right now, right? I finally got like a week to myself. There's some people that didn't come to All-Star break. They went to Cancun, right? Because it's an actual break for them. So I don't know how to revitalize that for players in the NBA if like it's deemed as a break. It's fucked up.
Do you take away one game from the season?
No, I think we leave the season. It is. I think we just have to understand. Niggas just gotta man up, bro. Niggas gotta play the games. Like, you can't tell me in 1970 when everything was less advanced, when medicine wasn't as advanced, when the training wasn't as advanced, when, travel wasn't as convenient. You can't tell me that people in 1989 were playing 82 games. And now today, superstars can't play that because it's too much on their body.
Different.
I just don't believe it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we gotta get like people that are like in upper management scientists who could say or can prove why it's so hard to get through an NBA season today compared to yesterday. But no, I as a fan, I don't fall for that. I think we need to hold people accountable. I think when you sign up for a job that says I get to play a game and afford a living, but not only myself, but for my family, you got to make certain sacrifices. You got to give it, like you have, and if you truly can't play, then okay, say I can't play.
I can't play, right?
Prove, not just say
like
it.
My body is deteriorating.
I cannot play, but if you can play, I think there's been plenty of times. Like I was blessed. Like so, I don't know how many NBA fans listen to the pod, but back in the day, the Sixers used to really suck.
Yeah.
Like the Philadelphia Sixers
like after AI?
were one of the absolute worst teams in the league until they got, Joel Embiid and Maxey. Like the current state of the Sixers today was not what they were in 2015.
No.
They were fucking horrible. It was trust the process. They were actively losing games so that they could be better in the future. And I went to a Sixers game.
Michael Carter Williams and shit.
And I got a chance to see. The reason that I went to a Sixers game at that time, this is before actually, this may have been.
Oh, you purposely went to when they was asked.
They were terrible.
You hate yourself.
They were fucking horrible.
Why did you go?
The tickets were cheap.
Oh, okay.
The tickets were like $8. And I got to see Kevin Durant. And this is when Kevin Durant was on OKC.
That's the best time to do it.
So for me,
I'm when they're playing a good team.
So imagine if Kevin Durant said, "You know what? This team is so shitty. I'm not gonna play."
Right.
Because
do they be sitting out like the whole game when they do that?
Oh yeah.
The whole game, right?
Oh,
and
they don't suit up.
Okay, change my mind. I see why there's a problem. Okay.
They don't suit up.
Imagine, and shout out to KD because he actually played that game. He actually played pretty hard. He had a triple double. Like Westbrook played like. Thankfully, at that point, those guys were still playing, but the mindset has shifted, and I believe it's because there's so much money to be made. There's so many endorsements. There's so many different avenues for these people to make money that they get disconnected. And maybe it's not necessarily an issue of with them. Whenever we have these systemic issues, I always want to go to like the higher up. Maybe their agents, maybe their coaches is saying, "Don't play. You shouldn't play."
Yeah.
But there is an aspect to it where I think, you know, as a fan, we have the right to be like, look, if you're able to play and I come to your city or I buy tickets while you're in town,
Right.
I want to see you play. And I don't think that person is like, we don't hear that voice enough.
I agree.
We don't hear that voice enough.
So it sounds like we really want well, not us, but I think where true change will come from is if the culture of the NBA changes.
For sure.
I don't think it's like little gimmicky things that you try to throw in there. Yeah.
I agree. If everybody approach their craft the way that Common approaches his relationships, I think we'd be great.
Sky's good.
Because I'm not going to lie to you.
Sky's good.
Why the fuck was Jennifer Hudson performing at the NBA?
That's hate. You sound like the homies. Yo, the homies was hating.
I couldn't process what was happening until like after.
Bro,
Right, this is my thing.
I'm not going to lie to you.
She was
like,
she wasn't.
the only reason she got saved, the only reason, no, wait, she didn't even get saved. I was trying to save her because I was anticipating this song coming on and it didn't come
Spotlight,
on.
right? Whoa, ho, ho, ho.
It didn't come on.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho.
Why didn't this come on with sweaty men running up and down the court?
And a spotlight on her.
With the spotlight on him and them.
Yo.
Man who loves
Is this you? Is that you? Is that you?
I was waiting for Spotlight. The motherfucker didn't even fucking perform Spotlight. Yo, Common, I gotta talk to you, my nigga. I gotta talk to you, Common.
Yeah.
Cause he's the only reason that she's on this.
That's not true.
No, I'm gonna do the signs. Do the signs with me. You're a sports fan. You're a sports fan. Every single celebrity game, this motherfucking bald ass nigga Common. Shout out to my bald niggas. I'm bald.
Bald people.
I'm with you, my nigga.
There's a lot of bald people and Tauruses in this episode.
He's a Taurus too?
Huh? No, I was. Is he? Oh shit.
I don't know.
We gotta look that up.
Regardless,
the
only reason, I promise you, that Jennifer Hudson got this look, I'm not saying she's not deserving. Because
that's what you're saying.
She's immense. Yeah, I said that shit.
Right. No.
No, wait, hold on.
No, not that he's not deserving.
You're right.
No.
Nah, he's right.
We'll word it better.
I'm gonna say this. This is me. It's not you. It's me. She ain't deserve that shit.
I think
coming off of Usher at the halftime.
Nah, I think
J Hud at the halftime.
She has an ego. She's an ego with no, like
nah, that's what's up, though.
She deserves to perform anywhere she wants. But I think the crowd and the timing was not correct.
She an ego winner?
What NBA nigga is hooping to Jennifer Hudson?
I'm not going fret. Nah.
Yo, Alex, you used to put up shots. I saw you in the do-rag putting up shots. Boom. You know what? I'm not gonna expose because we got a ton of people here in the studio. But I know there's a real hooper in the crowd, like in the audience right now, right? There's a hooper, bro.
Real hooper. Elite.
No buckets.
She get busy.
No, she gave niggas buckets.
No, I know.
I seen it.
I know.
With my own eyes.
She be training niggas.
I know she don't do warm-ups to Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
I know it. I would bet money. And not only that, there's a birthday boy in the crowd. Hey, shout out to the birthday people. Shout out to y'all. It's y'all season. The nigga work with athletes.
What's that mean?
He ain't never get hype to Jennifer Hudson. Why the fuck? It was Common.
I ain't going
It was Common.
And by the way, Common is an Aries, so.
Oh shit! Shout out to my brother.
Y'all toxic as fuck.
So, yo, watch your mouth.
Y'all are
watch your mouth.
Y'all are the worst.
No, we're not, bro. Stop talking to my stop talking to my people like that. Word. No, we not.
Okay.
We're great. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you said Jennifer Hudson was an EGOT winner, right?
What does that have to do with the...
She should have brought all them trophies on the stage. I ain't gonna fry. I thought we was gonna get Dream Girls.
She should have did.
Yo, Shorty went up there and played
Dream Girls.
You don't go to shows like that and play a new slap.
I know, right? Yeah.
It's not a slap.
What? My fault.
A new joint.
My fault.
It's a new
joint.
tune.
My fault.
It's a new tryout.
Shorty went up there and threw up, and then it was the whole performance. I was like,
oh my god, I was scared to death that Usher was gonna play his freaking new album at the Super Bowl. We do not want to hear that shit. No offense.
We not trying to hear that word. Shorty went up there and played a new joint. Nah, yo, she talking. Reggie talking.
I love when SaVon laugh at my jokes.
love you.
I love when he laughs at my jokes, guys.
Oh my god, bro. Because why would you go up there and play a new joint?
This nigga Usher had
Crazy.
1 out of 28 to get it right.
Not 3.
Nah, he ain't
He had 3 out of 20.
Not on the Super Bowl stage.
Oh,
He had
my
0.
fault.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was talking about on the
Off
album.
that new album, bro,
There's
that
3 on
nigga
there.
had 1 shot to get it right. And he knew not to do that.
He knew.
Whoever his PR is needs to talk to Jennifer Hudson. Because don't you ever. And why the fuck did I find out she is the Black Taylor Swift?
What you mean?
What?
She be selling?
Fan base?
She ain't got no ass.
Oh my god. This has been the Need to Know podcast.
I hate
We're not doing that right
Dog.
now.
You wasn't seeing the vision,
Dog.
bro. You wasn't.
Dog.
No, you wasn't seeing.
Dog.
You never wore a pair.
Dog.
You never wore a pair of sweats.
No, the nigga Common was wilding.
What you do?
Why you put your girl out there like that?
That wasn't him.
First
that was
off,
the NBA.
I'm gonna go through Common.
That was the NBA.
He need to be investigated.
Why you mad at us?
Because the
Why you
nigga
mad at my
Common got
Aries
too
brother?
many girlfriends, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know how niggas pocket watch? I pussy watch. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I be pussy watch.
That's crazy.
His resume is pretty crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Some niggas pocket watch. I pussy watch.
Oh shit.
Listen to Common's dating history, bro. So in real time, right? We got Jennifer Hudson. Beautiful, talented, all that good stuff. I didn't know.
Nah, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, don't.
I didn't know
Thank you,
some things. I learned some things. Yo,
Okay,
shout
there
out
you
to
go.
Pierre. You're a good guy.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I didn't learn. I learned some things, but Common has dated some of the most beautiful women in the world, some of the most accomplished women in the world.
Like a real Aries nigga.
Oh. I'll give y'all that. Like a real Aries. Like, and I'm gonna start with Erykah Badu. God,
We can end right there.
Everybody knows.
We don't even know. Like,
Nah, you know she
Erykah
got
Badu.
she got pussy perfume. So
Yeah, I saw
He's
that.
an Eskimo, bro, with Andre 3000.
yeah, that's fire.
That's hard.
Look at us. Yeah, that's
We
fire.
was
Shut
talking
up.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Oh shit.
Taraji P. Henson, one of the greatest
Legend.
actresses of our time.
Mhm.
Legend.
I love Taraji, and I'm
Legend.
not even trying to be funny. Anything that she's in, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, she's a real one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So
honestly.
except for
You,
Empire,
you saw the color purple.
Except for Empire.
I ain't see that yet, but I will watch it. I'm gonna watch
She did
it.
a good job on it.
All right, this next one is undisputable. This is Common
Doesn't get better than her.
and Serena Williams.
Mhm.
Mm.
Imagine saying you dated Serena Williams.
I wish.
Casually,
It's pretty crazy.
That's fly.
casually.
You got
That's fly.
you
She was
got-
probably getting him dressed and shit.
you got a name that starts with an A on there?
No, we gonna keep going.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a small list. I'm giving you an insight of who Common is and why he was able to get his current shorty on the halftime show.
Yeah.
Because Lil Wayne was in town. I saw Lil
Yo,
Wayne.
Wayne.
I saw Fat Joe.
Wayne was
I
be-
saw mad catalogs on the sideline. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Spike Lee could have got on stage and gave a collage of all his movies and not said a fucking rap song. I would have been happier than
That
that
would've been
Jennifer Hudson
entertaining.
shit. Why the fuck y'all did that to Jennifer Hudson? Anyway,
Yo,
Common is dating
Jennifer-
Serena Williams, Angela Rye. She is
Hey.
fucking gorgeous.
Oh, they make a cute
intelligent. They did, but they ain't together no more.
She's
That's,
dating
that's an
J-Lo
Aries
now.
king right there,
Her
man.
and Jalen are dating.
And Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish?
Tiffany Haddish,
Oh,
Jennifer
shit.
Hudson. His list, he is profound. I love
It's a
the
good-
fact,
it's a good list.
and he also keeps it black. Shout
Black
out to him.
queens.
Like
I
these
just
are
noticed
black,
that, yeah.
beautiful queens, and I'm not knocking him for who he dates. I'm knocking him because don't set your shorty up like that.
Well, he didn't set her up. It
Because
was the
that
NBA.
bullshit was on my TV.
It
I
was
don't
the
think they knew it
NBA.
would play out like this.
Now that's bullshit.
It was the NBA.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
It was the bag. Blame the bag.
Yeah. I will say this, though. So, I was watching the performance like, NBA said no rap this year, huh?
To hell with it.
It was definitely a little out of place, yeah.
A little out of place, but all right, let me stop fronting. By the end of that little performance, man, that song was good.
Lil
What was the
Wayne.
name of it?
Huh? 17.
What was the name of the song?
Hmm?
You sure?
No.
Alex is
the
just
thing,
saying
bro.
She was
shit.
wearing 17, though.
Yeah.
And then I tried to do the science. I'm like, you know what? Is she from Indiana?
Right. Like, yeah.
Because, you know, the All-Star game was in
Oh, I like
Indiana.
how Babyface sang the anthem because
That was hard.
He's from Indiana, right?
He is.
That was hard. That was hard. Please look up where she from. Wait, you didn't even look up where she was from? You just thought about it in your brain and didn't do the research?
She don't give Indiana.
She does not give Indiana. She's like a Houston, Atlanta.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yes, Jennifer.
You
Where's she?
talk,
You still ain't figured it out?
I think she might be from Chicago.
You know
I'm
what?
seeing Chicago too.
Chicago. P, you just know shit, man.
That wasn't me.
Oh, I
So
honest.
the fact
I was
that
just taking the
there
credit.
was
Me
no
too.
correlation. It's not like she got a slap today. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So there was some headlines over the weekend from Glorilla.
Yeah, Glow.
I wouldn't even have been mad if I saw Glorilla. I wouldn't have been mad if I seen anybody but her.
Perform.
All right, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that bad.
It was not that bad. It was
Yeah.
that unfitting.
It was. Oh, is this?
Don't be putting that bullshit. The game is bad. The weekend is bad.
That was supposed to be the
Y'all
release.
know what y'all are doing to us as fans, so at least get me lit during the halftime show.
How didn't
Because
we?
if I would have heard this, maybe I would have been like, ah, shit, nigga. Ah, shit, I'm crazy.
Yeah, Glow.
This would have hit.
It's what a hit
But
sound
it's
like.
not like
On the floor.
she was there. Lil Wayne was there. Fat Joe was there.
They was busy. They was busy. Jennifer Hudson wasn't busy.
But I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite song. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, as I want
Hold
y'all to.
up.
Yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow. Them nails, ho. Yeah, Glow.
He knows all the
ho.
words.
Yeah, Glow. Curbin. Damn, ho. Yeah, Glow.
She's going crazy.
This would have definitely
Yeah,
hit.
Glow.
This would have definitely
This is
hit.
a hit. This is so good.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, this is so good. I like this shit better than the first shit she put out. Sorry.
If you got
FNF?
this,
I'm sorry. That shit right there. Yeah.
bro, you got this court
on the sideline.
but you playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not how it went. That's not how the song went. That's not how
she was
the
yodeling,
Yo, what key is
nigga.
that?
She wasn't yodeling.
With no ass.
But keep it a buck though. She was hitting some notes. Nah, nigga won't get quiet.
Silence.
Nah, nigga won't get quiet. Yeah, he know.
Yodeling with no
She
ass.
was hit
crazy.
No, it was.
Stop disrespecting
there was
Jennifer
ass-
Hudson, please.
There was ass in it.
It's not her. It's her man. He should have never did that.
You so vain, SaVon.
What if it was Machine Gun Kelly?
I just need it to fit. I just need it to fit. I just need it to make sense. Make it make
Yeah.
sense.
It definitely wasn't the best
This whole weekend
Yeah.
just did not make sense. I love Jennifer Hudson, bro. I promise you, I'll be singing Spotlight in my shower. I know every word. I know every ad-lib.
Living under your
Like-
spotlight.
I know all of it. But these motherfuckers had Glow in attendance and didn't use it. So I'm blaming Common.
I thought I was at least gonna hit Dreamgirls or something, but you're right.
Do better next time.
Yeah,
To the NBA.
Jennifer,
It's not her.
It's not her. She's super talented. I don't know who made the call, but you know what though too? A great platform to showcase new music, right?
Glow.
See yourself? You see? Like, if I'm trying to figure out how to, promote my next single.
You gotta have self-awareness, and that's
Yeah,
why
she should've done
Usher.
2 songs.
That's why Usher
Yeah.
is being revered the way that he is. He doubled down on who he knew, who he was there for.
Mhm.
Usher has wild pop, mainstream crossover hits.
Mhm.
I could have sworn I thought Pitbull was coming out.
That would have been fire. Come on.
Like, I wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah.
I would not have been mad. He has those type of hits. He has those type of songs.
Yeah.
Usher literally said, "It's 7 o'clock on drop. I'm giving
Drop top, cruising the streets.
He said that with up millions of people, of millions of Taylor Swift fans watching.
Mm.
That is him saying, "This is who I am. This is who I am. I don't give a fuck about Pitbull right now.
That was her rollout.
Sit the fuck down, nigga." That's what Usher said to us. I wish
Nigga's
I just
sick.
would have got a little bit of that on the NBA All
This
Star.
nigga's- Yeah, I'm with you. Just 2 songs would have been good for me. Real shit. Like if I could have got some spotlight to start. Oh no. Then start with the new joint. Start with the new joint and end on the spotlight. That would have been dope. I don't know who made the call on that, but salute to Jennifer Hudson.
Common made the
So
call.
many better choices.
Common made the
Because
did not
Common,
make the
you don't
call.
remember he had the movie with
Mhm.
Queen Latifah?
Yeah, that's my. He was playing for the Nets.
Yeah.
Nigga was wearing
Oh
number.
my god.
Yo, he been had a relationship with the NBA, bro. I'm telling you, the nigga called Adam Silver like, "Yo,
Yeah.
To this day, I don't know how he was.
Nigga said you're good
Queen
movie.
Latifah has the best like random movies.
She was Adam Sandler's wife too.
Who?
Wasn't she
Queen
with
Latifah.
LL Cool
Oh,
J's
she
wife in one?
was. Yes. I think she was LL Cool J's at a point too.
I
Shout
respect
out
it.
to Queen Latifah.
I
man.
know she has the legendary movies, but she has
Yeah.
the best like random movies too.
Nah, she does.
Nah, salute
She
to her,
really
man.
does.
I am
Yeah, that
going.
All-Star game.
I see what
That
you-
weekend, it was tough. It was tough to watch. One thing it did make me realize, though, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
If you dislike or if you hate Kai Cenat, there's something wrong with you.
All right, SaVon, let's be honest now, SaVon.
Yeah, P. Be honest with the nigga.
A few months ago, you
Yeah.
wasn't saying that.
Yeah,
I had
P.
to put you on the.
Say that
when
one
you
more
was
time.
A few months ago.
Months ago.
Yeah, P.
Nah, 2
No,
months
because
ago.
people can change their minds.
It was
though.
months.
Yeah,
thank you.
okay,
That's
yeah,
what
like-
Yeah, but tell the whole story.
Yeah.
You should. What you should have said was,
Yeah, P.
yo, at first I didn't really like Kai. I didn't understand him. There you go.
Yeah,
I didn't
P.
understand.
And then come with the love. Now what? Now he hot. All of a sudden you on his back.
Oh,
crazy.
shit. Oh, shit.
That's crazy.
Like you said,
This nigga been podding.
the word understand it.
Oh shit.
I didn't understand it at first. I didn't. Honestly.
You
I
get it now?
I did not understand him. I didn't understand
streamers?
any of these guys. And I still don't understand 85, 90% of them. But I do recognize and appreciate and understand Kai Cenat.
Shout out to the Zoe, man.
Shout out to the big Zoe.
Big
Shout out to the
Zoe.
big Zoe. I'm
Kai
not
Cenat.
mad at that. And I have nothing negative to say. Like, he's not even somebody I could joke about. Like, you know, I just joked about Jennifer Hudson. Like,
What was
I have tremendous respect for Jennifer Hudson.
Right.
But I could joke on you.
What was the turning point for you with Kai Cenat? Is it,
Every time I see him, is
mhm.
it's just
funny.
good energy.
It's funny. Like
Can't even be mad at it.
Outside of just being funny is
Mhm.
how can you hate on somebody
Facts.
who's having fun themselves?
Facts.
Mhm.
He doesn't shit on anybody.
Nah.
Mhm.
He doesn't knock anybody. He's not into
Shows love.
salaciousness.
Mhm.
Like, he's literally just having fun.
Yeah.
How the fuck
And
can
making
you
money.
watch that? And then, as somebody who doesn't, like, I'm not invested in his streams, right? So what I get to see is just snapshots. I get to see clips. I get to see moments.
Right.
Every moment, every clip that I see is just him having a good time,
Yeah.
trying to make other people have a good time. How
So-
the fuck can you hate on somebody like that?
So a lot of times, being that I'm with the NFL and do a lot of projects with the league, for instance, every Super Bowl, him and AMP, we partner with them, and we have the flag football game.
And AMP is their group, right?
Yep.
His streaming group, right?
Yep.
They all live in a
Streaming
house.
group, all live in a house, and they all stream.
The little homie's been putting me on.
Yeah, and I've been around Kai. Again, not to say he's my best friend or anything like that. He probably don't even know me.
Oh shit. You
But
name dropping, pick that up.
I've been around him
Oh,
enough
shit.
to be like, yo, like he's mad chill, mad funny,
Right.
and he's really entertaining.
Right.
He actually, I recently watched a stream that he did while they were in while Super Bowl was happening the day before, and he actually him being entertaining. And again, I've been watching him for probably like a year and a half, 2 years by now.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I signed up to Twitch just to watch him. But he's
Yeah.
mad entertaining. I like how
Yes.
it's cool to see him around older folks,
Yeah.
older statesmen, and kids being around him.
And I don't see him promoting nonsense,
Yeah.
right? Like you don't see him like on a drug tip. You don't see him on an alcoholic tip. Like he just seems to really just want to
have fun.
Have
yeah.
fun. He actually just won Streamer of the Year again. This
Yeah, it was
week.
like 3 years in a row type shit.
Yeah, I mean that's which is killing. So salute to him, man. Salute to you on changing a new leaf, man.
Yeah, like,
Salute to you.
it made me feel uncomfortable when I tried to think about reasons why people would not like him.
Like him, yeah.
Like, when I first felt how I felt,
Well-
I felt like he was being forced upon me.
Oh,
So it wasn't necessarily him. It was more so my algorithm. It was
Yeah.
more so the people and the entities that I followed where I was like, yo,
mhm.
who is this nigga and why is
Why
he
is
always
he-
around? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
I could see.
And I still don't care.
Yeah.
But now that I was forced to care, it makes me realize, like, wait, he's just being himself. He's just having a good time.
I could see why people would hate on him though. Not that it makes it right, but when you see a kid who, again, you don't identify to know, and then you hear that these types of kids is making $30 million a year
Easily.
off of just one streaming contract. It's like, as a person who is in maybe in the entertainment industry or a person who quite out just doesn't understand, has a regular 9 to 5, you look at it, you go, man, this little nigga could just be in his basement and just talk and just do whatever he wants. It's like, yo, dog.
That's hating.
That's definitely hate.
That
But
is.
again, that's why I said I could see why somebody would hate it. Wouldn't make it right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
But,
that's
yeah.
also the reason why I don't understand Joe's kind of like plight with him.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, I could see the Killer Mike thing. I could understand that. But Joe being who he is, Joe being the type of person who likes to be innovative and on the cutting edge of technology.
Yeah.
If Joe doesn't really understand streaming or streamers in that sense, in my mind, I would think, okay, just kind of get around them or try to understand.
Like embrace it.
Right. Instead of just shitting on it.
I would have loved to see, like, I saw that Kai did a nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco, right? Which is dope. You kind of bridging gaps there, right?
Yeah.
I think I would have loved to see Joe do that too. That would have been a way swaggier response, right? I think the other side of it for people like Joe is, you know, when you came up in this industry and you just had to go through certain obstacles, you just had to go through certain hoops to get to where you are today. And when things just look like they're just in fast forward now, like maybe it's hate for sure. It looked like hate, right? Yeah. And maybe the times it's just like you do a lot of like reflection on, wow, like what the fuck? How is this even occurring right now?
Yeah.
And Ebro called into the show. Last thing, Ebro called into the show.
What show?
The Joe Budden podcast. I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And Ebro was actually trying to get some information as to like the streaming world from everybody on the cast and Joe. And Ebro was saying, all right, the money is up. I understand that it's a new setting endeavor. It's actually taken over podcasting, in my opinion. But yeah, all that to say, I think, you know, if you don't understand it to that extent, just learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Again, when I see Kai, I see fun. I see having a good time. I see embarking on a new lane. I think the one thing that I will comment on is like when people talk about money, and I made that mistake, and I hate to open the door, but it's honest, and Alex knows.
Yeah.
Whenever you try to talk to people who may not make as much as you or may not be in the opportunities that you've had, and you talk about money, and I'm talking about Aiden Ross because his stance was Joe Budden is a failing rapper and a failing podcaster because he doesn't make as much money as him. Yeah. I know Kai, he kind of alluded to money at some point. He didn't like double down on it.
No, he said, I'll buy you.
He said, I'll buy you, yeah.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
He said he said he'll buy Joe and all these old niggas.
But that was in the midst of him getting it off. Eventually, he wound up saying like, all right, like, you just don't know me. Like support me.
My thing is
that would make anybody mad. You gonna buy me? What?
That's just him being.
But Joe said worse.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you know, again, more people are familiar. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. The kids are probably more familiar with Kai, but we've seen a track record of Joe and his temperament and his personality over the years, right? Yeah. So, haven't really seen a snapshot of Kai's yet. We're learning him.
Yeah. We're learning all these guys, and I just want them to be mindful of that aspect of it because the money comes and it goes. That's the one thing I will say. The money comes and it goes. And also when you're talking about like the gauge of success of what is failing and what's not failing, like for all of these streamers, and I'll keep it on Aiden Ross. He said Joe is a failing podcaster, right? If he's failing, then I don't know what the fuck everybody else.
Oh, you called him a failing podcaster?
Yeah.
I would say that even the
it's just uninformed.
But I was about to say, I would say that the streamers are not even abreast to what's going on in podcasting.
Nowhere near tapping.
Yeah, and vice versa, right? Like, we sort of know a little bit.
And Joe is an outlier. So, again.
He is. I'm not mad at that. Yeah. With that being said, I feel like we got a ton that we've covered.
Yeah, we had mad shit.
Anything else that y'all want to go through? No.
I think cool.
I think we could just turn up to this. Yo, Pierre, happy motherfucking birthday, my guy.
More life.
Yeah, P. Got M&M's in my garage.
This is really Alex's song.
It started.
This song is hard.
Since the future started.
Yeah, Glow. Shout out to Pierre. Shout out to anybody who has a birthday during the season.
Shout out to all the Pisces.
Shout out to the Pisces.
I love Pisces.
I appreciate the Pisces as well. Hold up, wait.
Yes, Pisces and Capricorns are good.
Get him, Glow. Man, you get him, Glow.
She goes, period.
Yeah, shoes.
Period.
Period.
We appreciate y'all. Like we said at the top of this podcast, know your friends, okay? Know the friends who's going to hide their birthday from you. Know the friends who's going to set you up, line you up, who love you, who hate you, all those things.
And know the friends that are going to skip your birthday to go to a Spartan race.
Heavy on that, Regi. Yeah, Glow. Somebody
It's the Need to Know
podcast. Yeah,
podcast.
Glow.
It's what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast.
Yeah,
We
Glow.
appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Please make sure y'all tap in next week. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Gang
And with
with
that being said, it's what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. We
Yeah.
out of here, man.
Gang.
Yeah, Glow.